Last time, on Beast World, Vanya decides to stay up all night, out of paranoia while the party sleeps. The party decides first thing in the morning to head out, supplies in hand for their destination at Severport. The journey ahead is long, but mostly uneventful, as the party explore across the vast scenes of the Stranik. As they near Severport, though, Vanya catches eyes of a large predatory bird above, only to realize the bird is much more vast than it appears as it dive bombs the wagons. The party engage with the wild rock as it attempts to attack the wagons, but is quickly driven off by the fierce defense the crew put up against it. They spend the night before Severport repairing damage done to the Rio and discussing what their plans are after Severport. Vanya suggests a visit to Arnaria, where her and Aski have research to do, and mentions they could go by boat. The next morning, the crew roll up to the gates of the port city and are stopped by the local watchers as they inspect wagons entering the city. They get the names of the occupants and give the wagons a once-over before allowing them inside. Wasting no time, Vegas goes about asking passerbys about any sightings of a silver dragon in Severport, flagging down a dockworker who mentions having seen Iggy talking to some Venusian Navy admiral in the private harbor. With directions there, the party make their way over, quickly taking notice of the Silverclaw Company mercenaries on patrol in the private harbor. Vegas flags down one of the patrols and asks them about a silver dragon, to which both of the guards act cagey about. Vanya decides to sneak into the private harbor while the rest keep watch. She finds a lone bison working with a spool of chain and casually asks him if he's seen a silver dragon. He seems surprised, but doesn't know how to handle it at first, saying he has seen such an individual talking to their captain, but ushers them out of the private docks. They decide to take it easy and head to the tavern, there, parking with their wagons outside. Once there, they run into Norris, the Latine otter inventor the party first encountered in Edelston. The crew catch up with him, discovering that he has netted a contract while in Severport to one Venusian Admiral Crowley. While there, Vanya goes to get a drink at the bar and notices one of the patrons nearby has a feral mask hidden in their jacket. She alerts the others quietly and eavesdrop, learning that they are heading out to a card game here soon. As the feral leaves the bar, Norris says bye to him by name, learning that the crew that Norris worked for, run by this admiral, are indeed ferals. The party decide to keep this to themselves, and Vanya heads out to follow after the feral. He takes an odd path through several alleys, passing by a large Bethel before entering a fenced-off area between some buildings. Vanya manages to sneak inside unseen and gets close enough to hear. She learns that the crew is heading out soon, as the Commodore is being requested to Vigneault for a very important meeting. Based off their conversation, something big is happening there soon. The party regroup and discuss what they've overheard, debating if they want to go to Vigneault to intervene. Realizing the ferals are far more organized and in larger numbers than they had originally anticipated. Knowing the Commodore's ships are leaving in the next day, they decide a trip to the Junction Gate in Jaegervault will give them a head start before the flotilla. The next week's journey has become a race. And with that, it's taking a hot time to switch scenes. Come on, Foundry. Do something.
Come on.
Poke.
Your Foundry just kicked me while I was
believe in
working.
you. I believe in you.
It's set on 99% on my end.
Likewise. There we go.
There it is.
There's a shift change on the hamsters. We're good.
These ones are out of charge. We gotta swap them.
Norman, you said you got disconnected?
Yeah, I got booted while I was working. And I'm trying to get back in.
Yeah, I've gotta remove you from the world real quick. So give it a second.
Ah.
Because it still says you were logged in.
Yeah.
Thanos snapped.
Charlotte dies first.
In the meantime, we'll go ahead and say that it's the morning of the next day. I assume you guys have either decided to take up residence in your wagons outside the tavern, or you could have chose to sleep in the tavern.
I don't know about the rest, but Vanya's definitely in the wagon.
In the wagon.
Yeah, wagon makes sense.
Yeah, inside.
Okay. So yeah, you guys awaken to see that Severport is very busy in the morning. There are people already moving all over the place across the docks. Shipments are being pushed in and out, and you see ships actively moving through the harbor in quite large quantities. Some of them look to be military in nature. What would you like to do with your morning?
I still have to buy a chicken.
Sleep in for half an hour.
Oh, that always sounds good.
We'll help Aspen find a chicken before we leave, I guess.
Yeah, because the priority one is Scram, I believe.
It's gonna be interesting to see you keep track of this chicken.
What do you mean keep track of it? It's just gonna stay on the wagon and get fed.
Yeah, you're just gonna let it roam through the wagon?
No, I wanted to buy a little like mini coop thing to go on top of the wagon.
It's McDonald's chicken. It's just like in a cage,
Alright.
Well, to be fair, I guess it could roam free in the wagon as like a house pet.
That's fucked up. It's gonna be food soon.
House chicken? No, it's eggs are food. It's renewable food.
Chickens run out of eggs at some point.
Then it'll just be our mascot.
Let's say that when we're fucking like marooned somewhere.
No, I mean, sure, if it comes to it, then we can eat it. But you know, until then, I'll just eat its children.
Until it's less convenient that it's a mascot. I got you.
Anyways, looking for livestock. Give me an investigation check.
Ooh, I'm not great at these.
I was helping.
Oh, you were? Dang. Let's roll another one.
Ooh,
There
Oh,
we
that's
go.
better.
I am credit to Tim.
Nice.
Okay, with the natural 20, you do find a area of like one of the markets where livestock do happen to be transported in and out and are being actively sold and such. So with a little bit of perusing, it doesn't take you too long to find chickens, as they're quite a common commodity. Browsing through, there are a pretty large selection of chickens to choose from. So what kind of chicken would you like, if you have a preference?
I didn't have a specific preference, so I'm just gonna go for like the generic white chicken. Like, yeah, you know the Legend of Zelda cuckoos? It's one of those.
Got it, so it can defend itself.
Yes.
It can call a swarm from nowhere. Alright. Alright, yeah. You find somebody willing to sell one of these to you, including like a decent sized like cage to like transport them in. That's got like hay and stuff to like build its own little nest in. They're willing to part it with you for, I believe, about 2 gold.
Yeah, 2 gold sounds good. As long as it's a good egg there. I'm gonna double check that, right? I am getting a good egg layer.
With your natural 20, you found a pretty good supplier.
Cool. Where's my gold? There's my gold.
I'm gonna chip in to get some feed for this thing as well. So we've got feed specifically for
Yeah,
the
we're gonna have
chicken.
to. I imagine we can get that by like the sack.
What are you naming the chicken?
Katarina.
I have to make a stat block for this chicken.
Yeah,
I can
Strong
feel it.
name. Aspen, take some ranger levels, Beastmaster.
this will be my boo.
So yeah, you now have your very pretty white chicken that you've lovingly named Katarina. And she's just kind of like nestled in it, just kind of like feathers floofed out, because it's pretty cold at the moment. It's just kind of like looking at you, just like making small clucking noises.
Aspen's like getting to eye level with the chicken, like, we are a team now, you will lay eggs, I will make breakfast for everyone, we will keep this party alive. You and me, we got this.
It's kind of like staring at you, blinking slowly.
That's not the chicken, that's Aspen.
No, I can't do that in the middle of town, I'll get arrested for using foul language.
Whoa!
Sorry, continue.
Anyways. Norman, are you able to get in? No,
I think so.
Just don't see them on the page yet. That's what I'm wondering.
My pun killed Norman.
It might be because that he disconnected during the swap. It might still have him on the other page.
Well, it would show his icon for me, so I would see it.
Well,
I see him in
means
like the players
likely
thing.
tapped out then,
Yeah.
while AFK potentially.
Anyways, so yeah, you've got your chicken, with Vanya in tow. I assume you're heading back to the wagons.
Yeah, I'm moving.
Ah,
I
yeah,
think
Norman's tab just appeared. Alright. Any preparations? I assume you guys are leaving immediately.
I think we've
think
still
that would
got
be
the.
preferred.
Yeah. Just let me check supplies real quick. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I think it's just moving on now.
Alrighty. Well, if there are no preparations left, I imagine we can just head back to Jaegervault. But let me do some rolls.
Oh god.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Yippee!
Wouldn't it be
yippee.
funny if The Rock came back?
No.
I think it'd be
I think it'd
fucking
be
so
fucking
funny
cool.
if we finished the job.
It'd be fucking hilarious if we killed it off this time.
Yeah, you would get the rock again, like some distance away from Severport, have to stop and turn around back to Severport to collect the bounty, and then continue on the way. You'd be
We're
richer,
wasting so much
but it would be more
time.
inconvenience.
Look, at this point, we've been to and from Jaegervault more than anywhere else on this damn map. It would be a blessing.
Let's go back to Jaegervault and then remember we forgot something in Severnport.
it stays forgotten.
You said gonna do a Daisy walk with Veronica, like, hi Veronica, girly. There's been a bit of a holdup. We got attacked by a rock,
Oh,
but it's all
gosh.
good. Right, we're on our way.
Well, I've already done the estimates before, and we know it takes about 11 days for you guys to get back to Jaegerwald.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to fast travels a little bit.
I'll lower the supplies.
Because the event roller went fine. You guys will have no specific encounters along the way.
Oh, good. Everything's working now.
Welcome back.
So we'll have a nice, easy breeze on the way back. Nice little
Hooray.
scenic drive.
Oh, wow.
So,
wow.
across those 11 days, was there anything anyone would like to do before you reach Jaegerwald?
Other than at least one of those days, sprinting alongside the wagons to try and work towards the mobile.
Yeah, go ahead and give me your
That's it.
athletics.
Yeah. I don't think I've rolled below a 15 on these.
Done pretty
Like on the
good.
actual dice.
Must be fucking nice.
To be fair, the counter that Jade needs to reach is about 10 times higher than the one that yours was.
I'm a tenth of the way there. Let's go. It's a
Speaking of-
very powerful feat, though. So
I mean,
so-
on the one hand, yeah, that's fair, but on the other hand, mine still took 10 times longer than it should have, just based on my cursed cooking rolls.
Speaking of practicing into feats, Duo, did
Mhm.
you ever think about practicing into medium armor master for me? If that's
was
good or not.
that something you suggested?
I asked you in whispers the other week. Yeah.
I couldn't remember which one you said to go into.
I did drop some in whispers as well.
Let me just look real quick.
I did have a conversation with Vegas I wanted to have as well.
There's no whisper mentions of like, oh, there it is. I see it.
Yeah, it was
Practice
before
from
the one
into
that-
medium armor master fee. How would you go about doing so?
That's a good question.
I'd imagine you'd
Because,
need to
like,
get some medium armor and then just kind of do training sessions in it, right?
I just got medium armor. That's
Right.
Your scale
Yeah,
mail,
I'm
yeah.
yeah. So
I mean, Aspen would be happy to help you with like sparring sessions and stuff, just so you get used to the level of
Yes.
mobility of it and stuff.
like I wear my armor all the time, so
It'd be
wouldn't
more
it just be,
about
like, breaking it in. Like, I don't know. How do you?
You would most likely have to train with it, and also
Okay.
probably have a sparring partner to go with. That way you
I
can
can
get
do that.
used to like both like the physical demand of wearing it all the time, and also like the combat experience with it.
That works for me.
I will
What
have,
kind of counter are we looking at?
I will have to set one up.
it mentions letting you use more of your dex too, so I'd imagine it's a sort of dex roll or something for it.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Maybe you could do like acrobatics or something. As you're getting used to like the amount of movement you can get with your arms and stuff, swinging your weapons and it.
Trying to figure out how to add counters to the new sheets.
I actually don't think you can. That's part of the reason I like the older sheet.
Strange.
Other than readability on the new sheets being really, really difficult for me.
Okay. I'll get a counter set up later for it, but
Yeah,
for
all good.
now, let's say that you do some physical exercises alongside Banya, since she is also doing a lot of very intense training. I'm gonna
Okay.
ask for, let's see. Yeah, we'll do an athletics check similar to Vanya, and then we'll have a little bit of sparring training with Aspen.
This is doable.
So 1 athletics check there.
You got this.
Very
yeah,
nice.
look at that.
And then I'm gonna have you do an athletics or acrobatics for your choice against Aspen's athletics. So it's sort of like a
Athletics.
grapple contest, except you're the
Okay.
defender.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right, that's 2 points into your favor.
I've never before been hoping to lose one of those rolls.
All right. You guys are pretty evenly matched, so this will be a pretty good training then. So I will keep track of that, and we will start making progress towards it. It'll probably be
Killer.
a bit, but we will get there.
Nice. Thank you.
I'm going to switch the music real quick.
If I'm sparring against Vegas, is there any chance I could work towards one of the ones I was talking to you about?
Let me pull up yours. It's been a second. I haven't too much. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, you've been busy. I get it.
Pick one and tell me how you would want to go about doing it.
Ooh, I think I'd probably want to go for Sentinel, and I'd do it by, like, when we're sparring, just kind of trying to use my axe to, like, maintain the space between Aspen and Vegas when they're sparring, just kind of
I can see
control that. Yeah,
because Vegas is also trying to be very Dexy in this instance, and your goal with Sentinel is to try to like keep them from being able to leave your reach.
yeah.
Okay, so we'll have a reverse contest in that instance. I will have you will make, let's see. Let me look at the sheets again real quick. Just checking the stats specifically. Yeah, we'll have you do an athletics, and then we will have Vegas. You can make. We'll do the contest again, but in reverse. So Vegas, you can make either acrobatics or athletics.
I see. I'm the gatekeeper in this case.
Yeah.
Aspen, I'm going to
That's
give you the
not a
hardest
strong
time
roll.
possible.
Oh, so close. No.
Oh, wait.
C'est la vie.
Okay. I can at least get the counter set up for yours.
Yeah.
So we will work towards that as well. But yeah. Just let me know every so often when you guys plan to do stuff like that, and we will do contested rolls.
Yep.
Cool.
Alright. Any other training? Anything else anyone wants to do? Any role play? Anything you guys want to talk about?
While Aspen and Vegas are sparring, I want to kind of approach while they're in the middle of it all. Maybe that's why Aspen doesn't do so well. Distraction. I kind of watch for a moment and then kind of shout out at Vegas. Don't you get better when we sort of attack things while you're grappling them?
Uh-huh.
Why don't you do that more?
I did it when,
I mean, it's been a while since I saw you do it, that's all.
Good question. Do you want a true answer or a lie?
I don't know. I don't know why you'd lie.
Me neither. I haven't felt like it.
Fair enough.
I think it might be worth trying both, right now and back when we fought in that tavern. Your surprisingly good at it.
I like doing it, but recently we've been fighting cosmic horrors that might kill me upon touch, and dinosaurs bigger than our wagons, so I haven't found much of an opportunity to do so.
Fair.
I'll
Look,
keep
if you
it
can
in
grapple
mind,
me, I think you can probably grapple Dinosaur.
I could definitely grapple a dinosaur.
I believe in you.
It just can't like kill me first.
Vegas gets bitten again by a T-Rex. I've got him right where I want him.
Yeah, one HP. 1 HP. I always have a plan to like snap its neck from inside.
Oh my
Does it
God.
count as a grapple if I'm holding its teeth from the
Yeah.
inside?
Like I pin its tongue to the floor of its mouth like you do with a bass. To
You're
stun
like
it.
trying to stand up in its mouth, holding its mouth wide open.
Yeah,
I've got it right where I want it.
yeah.
A fucking
that's
scene
it.
from Dragonheart with sword in the mouth.
Yeah.
I'll have it under control. I build up my exposure by getting bitten by smaller dinosaurs.
Oh, like people do with venom.
Yeah, and guns.
I'm not sure that's how that works.
Smaller bullets make you immune to larger bullets.
Definitely don't think that's how that works.
Okay.
Dinosaurs are like viruses.
Oh my God.
Look at you, Capcom.
Basically,
Oh,
it.
dinosaurs.
Anyways, anything else?
Yes. Charlotte would like to have a private talk with a ski.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Yeah, this is fine.
This is where the
So-
romance begins.
Don't. She's got a ring on that finger for a reason. She's gonna find time to meet with her privately while everyone else is busy. So, I know this is sudden, but there are some curiosities I have about you. If it's not rude.
You certainly wouldn't be the first.
How old are you? Range,
28.
if it doesn't. And you were born with this.
From my very first breath.
Oh. How did you just go about in public? It's not it's a bad thing, it's just. I understand people would question a
Not
lot.
much of it is terribly noticeable from the outside. But the word does travel fast in a smaller town like where I was from. Needless to say, I spent much of my about time far more comfortable under the cover of night.
Did you ever put on disguises or just try to cover up more of yourself?
She flicks the hood up over her head, as she is often done when just under direct sunlight.
Well, I mean more than that. Aliases or anything else.
I don't think this is something that needs to particularly be hidden. People are going to know either way. They are going to think what they will. What I can control is how I present this unique situation of mine. That's the amount of control that I get, and I intend to use it to its fullest.
You've saved our skins several times. And I appreciate it.
And you've certainly done a good amount of work making sure that the others haven't bled out along the way as well, so I think it's safe to say that this group needs both of us just about equally.
All of us have done something wonderful, and despite our differences, this is getting a little awkward. I don't know how to.
Oh, you're only now noticing?
I was told many things to avoid, and it's potential that my own mother lied to me on that.
Something she was trying to keep to herself? She didn't exactly seem the type to be remorseful about the course that she chose.
Charlotte will sigh. It just doesn't make sense.
Many things don't, until you are truly able to get into the deep, dark secrets beneath it all. And that is what I am willing to help you to find.
You think she did on purpose?
There are many worse things that have been done on purpose.
I've seen it. I saw it up in Oria. I still want to believe that something either tricked her or changed her.
Would it be more comforting to think that she was always so power hungry to that degree?
No.
In either case, the outcome is, unfortunately for your family, the same.
I don't know I'm gonna find back home. I'm a little
Well,
scared.
even if there isn't much, like with the state of Vegas's manor, you'll still have the lot of
There-
us to fall back onto.
There isn't a home anymore. When we found that scrying pool in that dungeon, I wanted to look privately. It's empty, it's gone, it's vacant. It's just a lot.
If nothing else, a place for us to park the wagons.
We'll see after business with the Ferals.
And do you remember that if you are ever that uncomfortable with showing your face around your old community, we do have ways to obscure you quite easily.
I would need it more than ever.
Then I'll be sure to remind Vegas before we pass back through the gates.
I appreciate this talk, but I should get going.
Yes, I'm sure you have quite a lot of work to do. It seems that they're quite busy not to put your skills to the test with their sparring, if you can call it that.
I'm used to them brawling with each other for a while.
They are quite lucky that we haven't run into any of those other undead horrors along the road so far. In that exhausted state, they wouldn't be nearly as well equipped to put those things down.
Let's hope it stays that way. Charlotte is going to get up and head back to her wagon, and she's just going to sit in her own little corner looking through cards constantly, very frustrated.
Good talk, good talk.
Yeah.
Hear Thalkiel whispering in her head. Well, that went well.
As about as well as I could have hoped.
Speaking of, I believe our
Yes.
recent escapades have lent us to a bit more strength than normal. I believe I have acquired a new form.
Is that so?
One that you can call upon in battle should you need it.
Does sound quite helpful for what we are potentially about to delve right back into.
It will prove very useful. You need only try to summon me.
Understood. Yeah. Honestly, Mesquite doesn't even want to spoil the surprise to herself. She's just kind of gonna be
Oh, yeah.
spending some time imagining the potentially gruesome deforms that could then strike fear into the heart of any feral.
Well, that's easy. Just turn into a brethren.
Alright. Anything else before we reach Jaeger Vault?
I think that's pretty much good.
Alright. Well, your wagons approach the large city gates that you are familiar with in Jaeger Vault. It feels like you have been to the city multiple times in this past month in such
It's our hub
frequency.
city.
It does help that it is quite literally, in most cases, the center of Aurea, making it pretty easy to get through, and also the kind of only way to really get across the mountains. But you enter in through the city, and you make your way further into the market district. What is your plan, or any preparations that you wish to partake in?
I have the spells I need. Actually, I do need to talk to Vegas. I also need to potentially talk to Eset, and I think that's it.
Okay. Chat away.
So I do need to work on my outfit for the league,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to get out of the way now.
Okay.
Is there like anything about it? Just advice or?
Flashy is good.
Well, I don't want to be the center of attention, but I do need to be concealed.
You can be flashy in an understated kind of way. There's a balance to be struck. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm going to need a veil to conceal my face.
Okay.
Potentially a mask. I I don't know. A mask might be too. Would it be too flashy, too attention-seeking?
Thought Cloud appearing above Vegas' head of just putting Charlotte in as a sheet ghost. Hmm. So I don't. What's your shtick? What do you
Well,
do?
I was playing to be the card captor. I was playing
Sorry,
to
that
be
sounded
like.
really aggressive.
Well, I was playing to be like a sort of like seer, spellcaster. That was the whole story that we saw, like fate brought us all together from
Mhm.
that I was potentially from the Sealy or spent time in the Sealy.
Okay.
So I might need to have Sealy sort of wear and maybe Vinyoshin. Although I'm wondering if that might. Nah, I don't think it would be too much worry.
Well, I don't know where to get Sealy clothes, but
He said,
Sure.
"Do you know where to get Sealy clothes?"
Cultural appropriation.
yeah, it's for real. SMH.
I don't know. Would I know where I could get Sealy clothes out of character? Speaking out of character, because I feel like that's just like one of those Jackal City things. But
Yeah, in most likely cases, you would need a specific tailor, usually a jackal tailor. Otherwise, you would have to find one of the jackal cities.
It's,
And
wouldn't it
find
be
somebody
funny
there.
if- Wouldn't it be funny if you just gave her some rags and said that's Sealy clothes?
Am I hearing this?
No.
Yeah, locating anything that would be Sealy would be difficult for anyone not you. You would probably
Yeah.
have some way to do it. How you would like to go about doing so is another question.
Would there not maybe be something for that in the tunnel market?
Charlotte, I want you to follow your heart.
I don't know what I want. I just don't want to do it
Hey, man.
wrong.
There's no doing it wrong.
I'm pretty sure there are many ways I can do it wrong.
Charlotte, once you rid yourself of the preconceived notion of what's right and what's wrong, you will achieve so much more than you ever thought you were capable of.
yes, there's actually zero difference between good and bad things.
I don't know about that. This is the drill tweet.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to gamble this.
I like gambling.
Yeah, you're not in Persona
I'm-
yet.
But I need a component.
Such as?
I need a book worth 25 gold.
So if I signed a book, would it be worth that much? Just any random book? Player to DM.
You asking me?
Yeah.
What do you think your current SHL popularity is?
All I know is that my
What is
only
your
two
financial
matches
worth?
Are, I got full points on my only two matches, so like I'm at least getting somewhere. What is my autograph worth right now?
Gosh, I've got to pull up the SHL stuff.
There's a mechanic?
I mean, there is a popularity mechanic, so yes.
True.
Where is this at? I found it before. Aha, rules and references. Popularity. Okay. Yeah, if I remember correctly, your popularity right now is at a 4. Because
Yeah, sounds right.
you had 2 7-star matches, so both combatants gained 2 pop. So yeah, you've gone up from C list.
Nice.
He has Vegas
Yeah,
like curtain
you-
jerk or something now.
Yeah. At the moment, it doesn't seem like you've got enough popularity that many people know you just yet. Once your popularity goes up a little bit more, you'll have people who will regularly recognize you. And then as it
Okay,
goes up
that's fair.
higher, you'll have people who straight go out of their way to attend fights just to see you.
Sick.
So yeah, there is an actual tier for this stuff, and it also like has a crowd, like the amount of people that come to see your fights. So, you're not quite there yet.
Got it. Okay. It would just be funny to make a book instantly worth 25 gold.
It's all right.
I respect the hustle. I respect the hustle.
I do. I will remember this.
We've got nothing to do but travel. I'm gonna put you through your paces.
You also have a lot of money right now.
Yeah,
I
that's the
intend
other
to
thing,
get more
too.
of that.
I appreciate the love and effort.
Big money getter.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna spend 25 Ava treasure for a valuable enough book.
Alrighty, I'll deduct
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Because I have a spell that may help me.
Hmm?
Or wait.
25.
I also realized. Yes. Oh, interesting. I discovered something about myself.
Well, we love that for you.
Oh, this will be fun.
Share with the class.
Oh.
So I have 2 spells I could potentially stack. I think it would work because one's concentration, the other's just a thing that lasts a bit.
That's usually how those spells work.
I have borrowed knowledge and enhanced ability.
Ooh, okay.
So, borrowed knowledge means for 1 hour, I can draw knowledge from spirits past and choose a skill which I lack proficiency to become proficient in. And I can enhance ability that. It's for advantage on in something I had made proficient. So, buying the book, and I'm totally going to do it. I'm going to spend time in the markets looking for any sort of Sea Elite Tailor or adjacent. Man, first time I ever used this spell. It's kind of situational. But I also have Fox's Cunning. Oh, it just rolls the bear's endurance HP. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look.
Draw knowledge. Choose one skill. Which thing?
Let's see what's my proficiency modifier. Well, should I roll investigation?
It would definitely be an investigation.
Okay. Now I'm having like a weird. I can't.
Your proficiency bonus is +3.
Thank you.
You don't have to edit the sheet. You can just type +3 when you go to roll.
Oh. It rolled disadvantage, but it was the other one, so it's 22.
Yes. 22. And you're looking specifically for anything that would be jackal in nature.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, Jackal, Sealy, fashion tailors
Okay.
or someone who might know more.
Searching around for quite a bit, you go between many different market stalls. But searching through for, I'd say, maybe over an hour, you find many different types of wear. Mostly Orient, some mix of different cultures, but mostly Orient, some Brethren. But you don't find anything that is Seelie in nature. Does not appear that there are any Jackal base vendors or Jackal tailors or anyone who's tried to imitate Seelie clothing. It is a very hard niche to find. Jackals like their secrets, and apparently they like their clothing.
Even for 22. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. Charlotte will come back. Not defeated, but sort of but a little more understanding. Well, I was unfortunately unable to find any. So I think I may have to improvise.
Maybe you could try and look like one of those people that deals with ghosts.
Witches?
Yeah.
There's just a drawn-out silence.
I can see it.
How can you... Well, it is a character.
Did I say something wrong?
No.
Okay, do you know much about witches, Vanya?
Other than that they mess with ghosts, not much.
Not all of them are nice.
I mean, that you could say that about literally anybody.
So true.
It's the matter of the arcane.
You've run into like 2 witches so far, and they've both been pretty nice.
Yeah.
She knows that, but just telling Vanya, there could be nasty ones out there.
Anyway, it's a character, right? Who cares? I'm gonna look like a demon.
You have a point. Very well. I'll have to go look and find something witch-like. So I imagine it's a lot of silk, various
Lots of-
cloth.
Lots of flowy clothes, I'd imagine, yeah.
Very funny thing. Well, this is a OC, but another day. Yeah, we gotta look for more roby, veil-y kind of clothes. Timey-wimey, sorry. Just to make it do for now.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say you would be able to find some, like, purplish, like, silks and such. Dark enough
Purple's
colors.
wonderful.
To help convey that. Were you also looking for the veil by chance at the same time?
Yes.
Okay. Asking around, I'm gonna say the veil might be a little bit harder to find, as it's not something that'd be as common up in this particular region.
Yeah, that's more probably like...
Either Vigno or
Armeria.
Armeria. Yeah.
Well, there's always Pristana.
But I'd say you'd be able to get a decent amount of, like, silk clothing to at least get a lot of the major part of the clothing together. So, like,
How much would it be?
Because it is, like, pretty nice silk, I'm gonna say it's probably gonna go up to about 40 gold.
So be it. I'll subtract that. We got money.
Treasure or yourself?
Treasure. I have no money on me. I should probably
Right.
get some money for myself. I'll take 10 on. I just took
And
the
10
4
more. Fuck it, just take 100.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
You guys got a lot of gold.
Watch as I get robbed.
And Vanya's carrying 240 gold, basically, so...
Alright.
Alright. Anything
all
else?
deducted.
No, that's it.
Just a quick moment. I lost it. Actually, no, it's not important. Never mind. I'm all good.
Alright. Well, you know that there's a junction gate somewhere here in Jaegervault, and it can supposedly take you to any other major city. You haven't really looked for it, and you've not really seen it. So, how would you like to go about locating the junction gate?
I imagine
Well,
we could just
imagine-
ask a guard, right?
Yeah.
Fair. So you just like flag down like the first guard you see.
Hmm.
Okay. Just getting a quick inquiry into it. They like give you a curt nod and say, but it's just past the Mountain Heart. So once you get further past the Tunnel Market, you should be able to locate a area that goes further deeper into the mountains. You should see plenty of foot traffic moving that way. There's people coming and going.
And they don't mind wagons going that way, right?
No, the gates can take wagons.
Aspen in the driver's seat looking mildly offended that nobody thought to ask them.
Oh.
Look, Aspen's had a lot of like tourism duty while we've been in Aurea. Let's just take it off their shoulders for a while.
Fair.
It's Charlotte's turn. Stairs.
Me? I gotta look.
No. Once we get to Pristana, it's all you.
Let's say Aset is also from Vinyo.
You see,
Yeah,
when we asked Set where she was from, she said, you know, here and there.
There's
She didn't
also
give us a
her.
proper answer.
We gotta We're gonna meet more of Charlotte's family so we can actually embarrass her in front of them.
What family?
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
we need to find some. We can't embarrass Charlotte in front of her husband because he's already the most embarrassing thing alive. So.
I mean, in all fairness, he said wasn't lying. Like, she's been living in Port Estrega, but like she's been around.
Yeah. No, I didn't say she was lying, more that she was just Set.
Alright, so you, I assume, follow the guard's directions to get towards the junction gate past the Mountain Heart.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. A little bit of travel time. Not too bad. I was gonna say, with your little bit of stopping to like shop around and such, probably like spent about an hour through the day. Give me perception checks.
The funny.
My favorite thing to ask for.
Stuff from everyone.
Yes,
Oh,
this is
boy.
party.
Yippee.
We perceive things in this group.
Sometimes.
Busy working on clothes.
We're kind of the lookers.
I'd like to point out both the roles I've had to make outside of the training stuff, pretty good. Once again, I'm gonna have cursed skill rolls.
22, 23. Just waiting on is set.
Wait, what?
Perception checks.
Oh, I didn't realize I need to roll.
Yeah. Let's see.
Bad.
Oof. Alright, so as you all enter into this area, you do notice that the foot traffic is very heavy. There are people moving in this direction as well as coming out. It almost feels like a second gate at this point. Even though it's in the middle of the mountain, which makes very little sense. As you go in, you notice that there's pretty decent guard presence. But the thing that also catches your attention as well is that there are jackals here in a lot more quantity than you've seen elsewhere. Having one in your party, you're used to seeing, a jackal, but now you're seeing jackals of all kinds all over the place. They seem to be working a lot of the different areas over here, including what appears to be a booth where they sell tickets to use the gates. And just beyond them, you see a very large obelisk. It has almost like a clear face on each side, but it is shimmering with various types of purple arcane magic. It is very bright. It is probably the most noticeable thing in this room at the moment. And even from this distance, you can see that there are groups of people walking up towards the obelisk, and they're there one moment, and there's a quick flash, and they're gone. And on another side of the obelisk, you also see people just appearing from nowhere. It is quite an instantaneous transportation. Aspen and Aski, specifically, while you guys are moving into this area, you notice Mateo is over here as well. He happens to be talking to another delving group, it looks like. One that both of you recognize. You see the familiar silhouette of one Sonia, Mendez, Iban, and Yava. It is the Crescent Divers.
Oh, nice.
My goodness.
I kind of want to hop down and just very quietly just go walk up behind Mateo and just loom until the conversation stops.
You want to sneak up on Mateo?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, give me a stealth
That
check. I want to
sounds
see
like
how
good
well this
luck.
works. Gotta check his passive.
That ain't
Okay.
bad.
That's a really good roll. What the fuck?
We'll take a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Let's see. Yeah, that beats his passive. So, yeah, you
Nice.
sneak up behind him and just kind of sitting there looming. How tall are you again?
Aspen is 7'5".
Okay, so you're 2 inches taller than he is.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're just kind of looming over Mateo's shoulder.
So I just want
the rest
the
of
other
the-
delving crew to see Aspen just looking at them over Mateo's shoulder.
So yeah, the rest of the crew have noticed you. Mendez in the corner is trying to stifle a smirk on his face at the moment. Sonia's managing to keep a straight face. Yava and Aban look unamused though. And after a moment, Mateo starts to catch on because he's kind of distracted by Mendez's sudden face just kind of screwing up. And he's looking around, and he looks and notices you, and nearly kind of jumps back for a second.
The second he sees me, he says, "Hey, Mateo."
Aspen, how long have you been standing there?
Long enough.
That didn't answer my question.
Not actually that long. I just thought I'd come say hi.
I was just getting acquainted with new delving crews that have come through the city.
I think you will like these ones.
Oh, friends of yours?
Acquaintances.
Sonia smiles and just kind of waves. They helped us with a dungeon over in Alamance, one that was being particularly stubborn.
You know where the thing came from? The moist one.
Oh, really? Interesting. I guess I'll have to pick their brains about the dungeon as well. And,
They were the ones that kept clearing it, but they kept reopening, and I'm sure they will have interesting input.
Sonia kind of like looks between you and Mateo for a moment and has slightly piqued her curiosity, because she clearly is picking up on like the additional details that are being foregone from this conversation. Everyone else seems a little bit more oblivious to it. Well, is the rest of your crew here?
Oh, they are just over there. Aspinall, like, pointed. They are looking to use the traveling whatnots.
Oh, you're going through the gate. Have you ever been through a gate before?
No, I have not. I sort of avoided them when I wanted to travel. I just went on foot.
I
You hear a
never
bot in the
been
back
through
is
it.
like, well, I hope you had a light lunch.
Terrifying, thank you.
I'm just thinking at Parvan Walker.
Yeah, Sonia waves to the rest of the party as well. I imagine once the rest of you've noticed, you've probably made your way over as well.
Well, welcome to Jaegervault, you lot. We're just about to be on our way out.
Yeah, if we decided to come up north this way for a little bit. Bond's home is not too far away. So we're just kind of like visiting and seeing if there's any delves we can take on along the way.
Pack extra layers, watch the mammoths.
We know. You can just hear a Bond grumbling in the distance.
They got
Oh,
us
don't-
to.
I take it you got surprised as well, then.
No, we didn't have any trouble with the mammoths, but we're a little bit more accommodated to adjusting our wear for the climate. We've been from here to Alar.
Allah's a long way.
Well, if Mateo here gives you the opportunity for the den of Uncle Thorsten, then do not pass it up. The mammoth is the best you will have.
Well, we'll consider it. We've only been here for about a day or so. We wanted to make sure the village was definitely safe before we started to travel again.
Vanya just starts rapidly elbowing Vegas in the ribs. Tell them about the place the food place.
Your favorite place in the
Oh.
Citadel?
Yeah. Have you? What was her name? Sylvia?
Sylvia, yes.
Yeah. Have you eaten at Sylvia's Stall in the market? It's excellent.
No, we haven't had much time to go through the markets. Whereabouts is it?
If I were shown a map of the market area, could I point them towards Sylvia's stall?
You could give them verbal directions. The market itself is
Okay.
just so big, and you've been there multiple times, so I can say you could just
Yeah.
repeat your directions to them.
Okay, works for me.
Yeah, and they'll nod and be like, "Okay, we will maybe stop by that way for dinner tonight. That sounds
Tell them
fun."
that I sent you.
Oh, is there some kind of special discount for that?
No, but I'm friends with Sylvia.
Also, there's a piece of the menu named after him.
Yep,
Really? How did you manage that?
I asked.
SHL business.
Okay, she was about to incite you before Vanya said anything. She didn't believe you. Well, hopefully, we catch one of your matches sometime.
Oh, I'd be overjoyed if you guys were in the spectators.
Where are you heading, by the way? We've learned you're going through the gate.
Kristana.
Ah, going, quite far.
Yep.
Somewhere nice and warm.
Had your fill of Oreo already?
Just
Plenty.
nods.
Feels nice to be home, but I would like to get back into travels. There is much more to see.
Well, I'll definitely do my best to make sure your friends are well taken care of while they're here. And see if we can't get them accommodated with things. I'm also very interested to hear more about this dungeon that you all tackled together.
Next time we meet.
Well, we won't hold you up if you've got traveling to do. Wish you well on your travels.
As always, if you need us, you know how to contact us.
Ah, of course. And then Sonia and the rest of the crew also just kind of like give friendly waves as they start to head off further into the city.
Fellow wavers spotted, I will wave in return.
With that, I believe you're ready to use the junction unless you want to pester Mateo about anything before he leaves.
I don't know if we got anything.
We
No, I
haven't
just
really
wanted to spook him.
we only really gotten the one new development since last time, so
Valid. All
the
right.
less people know about our sneaky little plan, the better, probably.
Yeah.
All right. So, who wants to talk to the junction box distributor?
Stares at Vegas.
Yeah. What?
Someone has to buy tickets.
Okay. I will approach the junction box.
All right. Up ahead, you see a brethren woman actually operating the box at the moment. She looks up from like her little registry book and smiles at you as you approach. Hi, how many are you coming through with? And what is your
Hi.
destination?
2 wagons to Pristana.
Pristana. Alright. And is this a one-way trip or a round trip? Round
One-way.
trips are valid for 1 month.
One way.
One
One
way,
way.
yeah.
One way.
Alright. And this is a Delving crew?
Yep.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of looks over and like starts counting your heads. There's quite a lot of you for a single group. Are you a caravan or?
Just a motley crew.
Alright, well, shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll have to slightly adjust the price, but it shouldn't be too bad. One-way ticket normally for wagon and up to 5 occupants is about 20 gold. Because you've got 2 wagons and probably not as many occupants combined, we're gonna say about 30 gold.
Takes
That's
it from the
one reason.
treasury, passes it to Vegas.
Aspen's just gonna like walk up to this guy, holding the chicken in like both hands, just like hold it out a little bit and just be like, "So this is Katarina."
She's Lovely.
I just thought you might need to know that she's coming with us.
That's fine. We don't account for livestock in this case, though usually Delvers don't. But never mind. Anyways,
She is not livestock, she is the queen.
Yes, yes, Aspen. Back in the wagon.
Return to wagon with chicken in hand.
Chicken.
Please look in Discord.
Yeah, that's the energy I was going for.
I'm
Oh
funny.
my god.
I'm funny sometimes.
let me show you my pet. Alright, she takes a second, but she prints out the ticket for you. And, the ticket's very pretty. It is sort of like this holographic foil on, one side, and it kind of, like, shimmers as you can, like, turn it in the light. It seems to have some kind of magical quality to it.
Very cool.
Interesting.
Alright. Just make sure you keep your wagons together. Everybody's, riding inside, not walking along it. And I guess just hold on. It's gonna. Have you ever been through a gate before?
Yeah.
Vanya shakes her head.
Okay, it's
Only the
gonna.
normal type of gate.
Okay. Teleportation is very jarring for people who haven't done it before. It's gonna feel like somebody's yanking you by your stomach forward. It'll be very sudden, but it'll be over very quickly too. So you might need a second to kind of like balance yourself. Try not to go too quickly.
Oh my god, are we gonna Douglas Adams this shit?
Oh, they'll adjust, I'm sure.
I used
It
to
feels
have a
like being
competition
drunk.
with my friends to see who could go through a junction gate on a full stomach.
God.
It feels like being drunk. What's wrong with being drunk? Ask a glass of water.
Vanya stepping in the wagon, sitting down cross-legged, desperately holding on to a table or something now.
Bonnie expecting to get launched across time and space.
Damn well sounds like what's happening.
Aspen sitting in the driver's seat, completely unprepared.
Get my head out the window.
Alright. So, ticket in hand, wagons boarded, you begin to drive up and approach the obelisk. You notice there's a small queue, people going to different destinations. It seems like the ticket you've been presented with is the sort of anchor that pulls you in the direction that you need to go. When you go through the gate, the ticket will be consumed.
Cool.
You notice that there are several jackals here that are directing people, essentially sort of like controlling the traffic, making sure there's plenty of time between people coming and going so that there's no weird shit happening.
No,
they-
the fly-esque incidents got it.
Yeah. Making sure that groups are coming and going through at a reasonable pace and a reasonable time, so that, if people are going to the same location, they're not bumping into the people who just went through.
Keeping all our molecules to ourselves.
No sharing atoms. Anyways,
Sharing is caring.
eventually... You go ahead.
We are not doing a 2Vix episode.
Eventually, one of the nearby jackals, dressed in a very nice, like, red and white silks of some sort, gestures your group forward, and you're directed to essentially drive your wagons at the obelisk at a pretty normal pace.
So it seems like a very good way to crash.
Just keep driving, you will be fine.
Could you perhaps give me some kind of heads up about what I am going to expect when I drive headfirst into solid stone? Because I'm not feeling very confident about this.
Just keep driving.
Very helpful, thank you.
Alright. Deidre's up with the other wagon and is kind of like just nodding to you. When you're ready, Aspen.
Go for it.
Alright. So you start driving the wagons, directing the draft horses to pull it towards the obelisk. As you get closer and closer, who has the ticket at the moment?
Me.
Alright. You notice that the ticket begins to flash. And you can see across the holographic display, you see a very large city with very tall buildings depicted on like the edge of an island. And for a moment, it grows brighter, and then you watch as different parts of the ticket begin to fade as it turns into this type of fine magical dust and quickly encompasses throughout the wagon. And I'm going to need everyone to go ahead and make me a con saving throw just to see how well you handle your first teleportation.
Fun time.
Yippee!
I liked
I'm
having my
bad.
breakfast.
I feel like this wouldn't be Iset's first teleportation, but
You can have advantage. It's probably been a bit, but you've probably a bit more used to it.
it did not roll advantage despite me holding off. Let me try that again.
Yeah. Much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Okay. Vanya, Ski, and Aspen for the most part. DC was going to be 15.
Oh boy.
So, that description of being pulled by your stomach was pretty accurate. You feel like you're bending in ways that should not be possible for a moment. You feel like a very sudden lurch forward as there's a quick flash, and the next thing you know, the wagon has come to a sudden stop, and the temperature around you has changed very dramatically. Let me go ahead and zoom out the map, because goddamn, you guys are going quite the distance.
Yay!
Yeah, we're on the other side of the continent thereabouts.
Assuming the Nat Frost is just like very thick ice over water, then we basically went to the opposite side of the continent. That's crazy.
990 miles
Jeez.
in an instant. Alright. You hear the sudden breeze of the ocean nearby, and you can feel a lot more of like that nice cool climate wind just kind of pushing against you as you exit out from what appears to be another obelisk, but in a completely different location at all. And the sudden change in climate is quite jarring. Vanya, Aski, and Aspen, you all feel pretty nauseous, but nobody throws up.
Good.
You realize that you are standing amongst another gateway. There is a jackal on this side as well, dressed in similar colored robes, and is directing you to begin moving your wagon so that if somebody else is coming behind you, they don't crash into you.
Aspen is just kind of frozen up, like taking basic directions, but like they are not really moving, and like all the fluff is kind of geeblied up.
A very polite elbow from the also very poorly looking Vanya.
I would very much like to never do that again.
Boats from now on. Got it.
No boats! We
Yay,
go across the
bro.
land. We
Nobody
have
tell-
wagons for a reason.
Nobody tell Aspen they're on an island.
Fun fact, Aspen legitimately does not know they're on an island.
Oh boy, Aspen, I've got some news for you.
Chat, they don't know.
Shh. Let's just
Do
move.
they know?
So, your wagons begin to pull away from the obelisk. You are on the northern side of the city, which doesn't give you very much of a complete view, but from where you're currently pulling, you notice that the buildings around you are very unusual for those who have not been in Pristana before. Many of these buildings are tall. We're talking like 7-8 stories tall. They're very large, and there are what appear to be like multiple different, like, almost kind of like apartments for some of them, but many of them are very, like, fancy, with their own, like, different balconies and, like, gold railings along the edges. You can also see that many of the different streets of the city are mixed between actual roads and bridges, as well as very deep canals that run between. And you see that between navigating on foot and by wagon, there are many people who are also going by through boat. They are just taking, like, small rowboats between the canals, and this seems to be one of the more popular forms of transportation to get around through the city. And you have arrived in Pristana.
Charlotte is going to emerge from, I believe we have a top opening of the wagon. Taking a look. It's been over 10 years since I've been here.
Do you know your way around?
The places I was allowed to go.
Wait, is this another doll?
There's a lot of casinos and leisurely places.
What do you mean
Mm,
leisurely place? You said that weird.
You can say brothels.
yeah, Vegas is like
Brothel.
rubbing his palms together.
Looks at Vegas.
What?
Casinos?
Yeah.
I do not know much about casino other than it is where people play dice games.
You
It's a
go
good
there,
pl-
and
Oh,
sometimes
oh,
you
money.
get a lot
We
of
need-
money.
We need to go to the 11th canal.
Huh?
There's something very special there.
What
Okay.
is it?
Oh.
A pillar made of gold.
That sounds ostentatious.
Verasta once stepped foot here.
So something necessary.
Alright.
Also, yeah, we kind of neglected to do it, but at some point along the way, he said would have liked Daisy Law to communicate with Veronica as well.
Okay. How many days before using the junction gate would you have done that? Because you would have had plenty of time. Just want to know how much of a heads up you would have given her.
Yeah, I want to say about 5 days.
Okay. Would you tell her it would be about 5 days as well, or you just say within the next week?
Within the next week, I think. I don't think I'd have been that certain about like when we would arrive there.
Okay. Alright. But sudden news that you are coming this way has been well received. She's very excited. So you will have to
Very
locate
good.
her once you settle in.
And also give her the heads up that, like, hey, the Pharaohs are planning a thing around here in Pristana.
Alright. She will definitely take note of that. She mentions that she does have her armor and weapons with her as well.
Good.
Alright, so you find yourself on the northern side of, I'm gonna say it is the 6th canal at the moment. You can either ask directions or start wandering, or I guess ask Charlotte where a good place to start is. You are here
Sure.
way ahead of the people you're expecting to meet here, so you have plenty of time.
So it's in the 11th Canal. It's going to be very crowded. It's always full of people. You've heard the story about the Golden Pillar, right?
Yes.
No.
Vaguely.
Also, if it is crowded, I would rather not.
But I just wanted to show it. It won't be long. We could just go past it.
Let's see it at least.
Charlotte, where can I gamble?
I don't know. I wasn't allowed to go to gambling places because I was underage when I was here.
Fine, I'll follow my nose.
The question is, where can't you gamble here?
That's a good question.
There is also a Verastus Church.
That doesn't sound like a gambling hall.
You what?
Yes. I've learned
the
a bit
rest of this
there.
whole thing is gambling. That in nature, I guess, but
You can't gamble there from what I know.
Chapel of the Faithful? Absolutely gamble there. Unless you're talking about specifically... Yeah, hold up. There's two
The
different
Church
places.
of Verasta.
Yeah, the church is the garden area. The chapel is the Bethel house, quote unquote, of Rasta. But yeah, so you're going to direct everybody to the 11th Canal.
And Charlotte's just going to explain the story. So, Verasta, many years ago, came through Pristana, and a woman, a vixen woman, asked him if his name. He said that he was Verasta, and she laughed, saying that the real Verasta was more handsome. She, well, motivated him to essentially just summon a 20-foot pillar of solid gold from the middle of the ground.
Okay.
And then what happened?
I believe they got married or had a kid or something.
So she was like, "Good work, I love your pillar."
Shoves Aspen.
Vegas in the background, like.
I mean, I don't know if they're. That's the thing I've heard, that someone married Verasta. I think.
You know, I've heard worse. Not in like a bad way. Never mind.
So Vedrasta is a god,
Yes,
and the
Dice
person
Fox
that
guy.
married them was a mortal.
Verasta. Verasta's a bit loose like that.
Seems like a bit of an imbalanced power dynamic.
Would you love someone if they were a god?
Yeah.
Probably not. But you know my opinion on gods.
Well, let's go see this pillar of gold and find somewhere to tie up the wagons. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere quieter than this.
Alright. Navigating, with the help of Charlotte's directions, you pass through many different canals. Go ahead and give me another group perception check.
Oh boy.
How busy is it at the moment?
You guys arrived, just before sunset, so the sun is starting to go down. So it's fairly busy at the moment, but it's not, like, crazy active.
Compared to Louvain?
Like Louvain, Pristana is also very heavily a night city. So the activity is going to go up as it gets darker.
Because I'm kind of pondering if, with Aspen's anxiety, I should maybe roll at disadvantage.
That's up to you at this point.
Yeah.
I'll hold your hand if it helps, Aspen.
Alright. Ooh. These are very good. Well,
I
most
see
of-
everything.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. Holy shit.
You guys take note that as you're moving through, the majority of these buildings are also built upon systems that almost allow them to like float on the water. They are all interconnected in different ways through bridges and supports, but for the most part, this area is sort of free floating on the water. It is still technically connected to land, but it is almost like one giant harbor in a way.
Cool.
As you guys are moving along, Set, Vanya, and Charlotte, you all take notice of very interesting individuals who catch your eyes. They look to be paladins of sorts. They're moving in like groups of two on occasions when you see them, but when you like look at them, you notice that their armor is very decorative in a way. You do see the symbol of Dramphine, but unlike Iggy's armor that you're used to seeing, you also see that there seems to be a little bit of Pristanen touch to it. There is sort of like a, you know, have you seen like the justice like symbol of like balance where it's got the scales on one side? That seems to be like the motif on like the shoulder pauldrons going through. There's also themes of dice incorporated into the armor. These are very like flashy designs for paladins.
Fits the rest of the aesthetic of the city, though, right?
Yes. So it doesn't look completely out of normal, but very interesting look, especially since you know a Dramphinian paladin.
Out of the normal, as in we're used to someone who's a bit more subdued.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
Paladin, but in the same way Mira was.
Yes.
Okay.
After a little bit of navigating and taking different routes across the canals, mostly through bridges, because that is the only way to really get your wagons safely across different areas of the canals, you do eventually reach the 11th canal. And as you move further north, you do notice that there is a pretty sizable crowd of people. Charlotte was right, this area is quite busy. You notice there are many people standing around different areas, some of which are holding out pamphlets. And ahead is a 20-foot pillar of just solid gold. It is not designed in any way that appears to be fancy. It is just like somebody in Minecraft stacked several gold blocks going straight up.
Sick.
It's
Just, Aspen's just gonna look at it out loud and say, I wonder how many of Vanya's pro people we could feed with that.
Just stares at you with the most deadpan and like early morning Vanya stare, but it's middle of the afternoon.
Oh, you can't break it.
Why?
I believe it's some enchantment that he put on the gold, so people have
Can you touch
tried.
it?
Oh, you can!
I'm gonna touch it.
Oh, so this god just made a giant pillar of wealth that cannot be broken or used just to tease the people that cannot use it. Delightful.
No, it was more that he was trying to impress a woman.
Obviously not with a sense of charity.
Vegas, you're going up to touch the statue.
Uh-huh.
Alright. You notice as you're getting closer, there are people who are also like touching the statue, but you also see some people like kissing the statue as well. They seem to be like trying to aspire some kind of like blessing here. It's almost
Yeah.
ritualistic in nature.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just going to reach out and just touch it?
Yeah, both palms on it, like Remnant 2.
Like you're touching
Reach
the
out of
fucking
that
stone.
I'm touching the World Stone, yeah.
Roll me a D100.
Ooh, cool.
Uh-oh!
Transports to chicken.
Call Cthulhu, where it's like lower is better.
Send your ass to Narude.
Oh my god, what?
Whoa.
Well.
Oh dear.
It's a Call Cthulhu, right?
Fingers crossed.
God, I hope not.
All right.
Wow, guys.
No, one means critical in the Call Cthulhu.
This
All
isn't
right.
Call of Cthulhu.
You feel a strange tingling up the back of your neck.
Oh,
Like, out of all the people that are here, you're surrounded by, you feel like there are a particular set of eyes, like, burning at the back of your head. And you hear a voice for a moment. Well, aren't you just interesting?
huh.
Are you alright, Vegas?
Wait, so is this like an open line of communication with this thing?
Uh,
Or is that it?
that's all you hear for a moment. And as you kind of like get kind of like startled, you gotta pull away from the stone. But you feel different. You're just not sure how.
Hmm.
That's ominous.
I'm looking at my
God.
stuff. Nothing's changed. Huh.
I'm gonna have so much fun with this.
Stats. What? Am I cursed? Ooh, am I cursed?
Are you cursed or blessed? Who knows?
Ooh, this is so exciting.
Find out.
Are you okay?
Can I find out now? It spoke to me. Just kind of walking back.
What do you mean spoke?
Rubbing my palms together.
What do you mean spoke?
It spoke.
What do you mean spoke?
It said, "Aren't you interesting?"
I'm casting a spell.
Don't remove curse.
It
I wanna
doesn't
see what
exist.
it says.
She's gonna twist around, looking around, and mutter, "Where's Verasta?" I was waiting for this because I know this city. I had this in my pocket.
I think the first time you did that was like when we got to Dole, so it's been a while.
A little after that, it was Louvain.
Yeah. All right. You ask the question and you cast the spell, and you hear for a moment a sigh. But instead of like an actual response, you get your attention drawn elsewhere. And you see further to your right, kind of standing further back in the crowd, this very tall and handsome looking fox.
Oh my god.
He is wrapped up in a sort of like druidic cloak at the moment, but his eyes are looking in your direction at the moment. And he's just got the biggest grin on his face.
He's right there.
Wide-eyed, large smile.
I'll fuck around and find out.
And she's going to turn around and say, "I think you were blessed."
I don't feel right. Can you
No, it's-
ask?
What's wrong? Are you hurting? Are you...
I just don't feel. I feel different.
Well,
not
how
in a good way,
different?
but not in a bad way either.
I'm gonna throw a chunk of ration at Vegas.
I catch it.
Must be lucky.
I'm always lucky.
That's should we go get the wagons put up?
Yeah. Mm.
Maybe it's a teleportation or something.
When I try and spy Verasa in the crowd of Charlotte,
I
Pointed
don't.
out. Oh,
I don't
okay.
point out.
Interesting.
Oh, by the
just
way,
gonna
Charlotte,
keep
he's
an
gone.
Yeah, I think so.
Just
If
gonna
you, if
keep an
you
eye
take
over
your
my
eyes
shoulder.
off of him and then look back, he's disappeared again.
Got it. He does that. Okay. Well, we're
But
gonna
you have been
we're gonna figure it
observed.
out.
What can go wrong?
I swear to fuck.
God of Chaos.
If it's a curse,
It would be baller if it's a curse. Shut up. Let's go.
no, I'd be so thrilled if it were a curse.
Come on. What if you had just like a long blessed Rasta, like get the
It's
blessed
gotta
effect
be,
on you?
No, it's gonna be like a double-edged sword. I can feel it.
Monkey paw sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you get good luck, but then you push that luck and it gets worse.
I do that daily. I don't need a curse for that.
Yeah, honestly, I think everything is actually going to continue exactly the same, knowing how chaotic this group is as a baseline.
We It's like
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's actually going to make a difference.
it's like hitting the gender change coffin in Dark Souls 2 without really knowing what it does on your first try, so you just continue the rest of the game with your armor on, not knowing that you changed genders.
Because the armor, yeah, all the armor
Yeah.
looks
It
just
all
the
looks the
same,
same.
yeah.
You don't ever see your character underneath. Everything looks identical.
Alright, let's put the wagons up and then I wanna go and gamble.
I'm definitely joining you there.
Wait, we should find a place. Well, we can do that.
That's the whole
See.
point of putting the wagons up. That's the two-part thing. We find the place to put it up, and then we use that place to stay, right?
Well, what about the hotel?
But yeah, we park the wagons near there.
The Crystal Fox Hotel.
Sure. You know one. Let's go there.
I spent a whole
The
summer. at
wagons
this
have
hotel.
beds.
But
Hey,
it's
Aspen.
the greatest. You have to at least stay one night.
Why?
Because I'll be there.
You get room service. You get really cozy beds. You get your own balcony.
What is the room service?
They bring
Oh,
food
it's
to
when-
you.
Basically, people provide you food, towels. You could just
You have
call
to
them
pay
for.
for it.
It comes with the room, I believe.
Yeah, we
I mean,
live
back in
a-
the lodge, people would bring me things to my room for free.
It's the hotel.
It's a consumer
it's a service.
experience.
What Vegas said.
How much does it cost?
I don't know.
Hold
How
on.
much would it cost at the Crystal Fox Hotel?
Have you ever stayed?
A summer, yes. During her teens and studies, she spent a whole summer there, funded by her family.
I want a
Rich.
penthouse.
Holy
It's pretty expensive. It is a very exclusive hotel, but you also have come into a pretty decent amount of gold, so you could afford it.
I want a penthouse suite, and I'm inviting the entire hotel to a very big party.
How much is that gonna be?
I don't know, how much would it be?
You'll have to get there and find out.
Alright, let's find out.
All right.
I tell you what, if you're really insistent on spending all that gold for no reason when we already have beds, go find someone who is sleeping rough on streets because they gambled everything away and buy them night at the hotel instead.
That's actually a very nice thing to
Okay.
consider.
Well, lead the way, Charlotte.
Yeah, going to head in.
All right. You begin navigating towards Crystal Fox Hotel, which is over closer to the 12th canal. So just one further over. We're going to go ahead and go on our break before we head there.
Oh boy.
Okie dokie.
Mhm.
Fancy living.
Beer blue.
I need
I'm
a
gonna
coffee
go,
now.
I'm gonna go do my dishes. I'll be right back.
I cannot believe this session.
Daryl, go ahead and think of a homeless person for me to house.
There are no homeless people in Persona.
That's scary to think about.
They take care of their people.
In the
good.
gambling
Yeah,
city?
guys, we live
There
in
is no
a
war unless
slightly
you
better
say.
version of a world we live in.
The Virgin Duel versus the Chad Persona.
Look, hold on. I'm too jaded. You say they take care of their people in the gambling city, and I'm thinking of like,
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
this isn't Vegas.
the city is like so rich. This is literally the richest city in the entire place, but they also want its residents to, be well taken care of to a pretty decent degree. So the cost of living here is like decently high, but people are also paid pretty well.
but what
So-
about like visitors that come through and just gamble everything away, lose everything, and they're just like destitute?
There are interesting locations set up, but for the most part, you do not see people hanging around like living on the streets, because they also have they have companies that like take care of everything.
That's so sus.
Again, they're the richest people like live here, and they. I know it's a weird concept, but again, this is a hopeful setting, so.
I mean, I'll admit, I didn't expect to find anyone like homeless, like long term, fucking, out on
Yeah.
the streets. But I thought I might run into someone who's just had a real bad day in the casinos and is
You
kind of
could
like
you could
bummed
hang
out of the
outside of
hotel
a
room for the night.
casino and look for somebody. That's up to you.
I may do.
It's gonna be noisy.
I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
I am back, and my god.
Hello.
You know, I'm missing the last session because of work and missing the rock. This, it all comes back.
Oh well.
Life is beautiful. Man. I was just downstairs. My entire brain is just going light speed. I just saw. Like, I was gonna have like a little silly demonstration of that spell, but when Vegas got the one, I was like, I had to know.
Was an appropriate time to do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Vizumi is on display on that Fennec.
That's my brain right now. I got to see a god. The one physical god.
So, there's going to be a character thing.
Who
What?
knows? We'll see how it plays out.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, the luck.
This is the god of chaos, after all.
Am I a wild magic sorcerer now?
That's
That'd be funny.
My fucking Verastan paladin that I've got in the wings, just like, hey, that's my boss. Okay.
In the whole like horse race concept I've had, Verasta comes up a bit in it.
That's fun. Yeah, the when Solus was running Dice God games, I played her there, and they got to have a one-on-one at the very end. Well, sort of a one-on-one. It was fun. Especially casting Compelled Duel on what is essentially your boss.
Fight God? Yes, no. I feel like if you like physically defeated Verasta, he would just explode in the coins and would just keep flooding.
just like a, what is it, a Scott Pilgrim boss?
yeah.
Turns in quarters.
And he wants to see how much you can take before it all disappears. Dad? I remember jokingly thinking concept of a character who was a supposed son of Verasta before I went with Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, I remember you talking about that.
I think being the son of the one god, well, maybe the son of the one god is an interesting thing.
It's at least an interesting mindset to have for the character, anyhow.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be a wonderful time.
POV, you're a golden pillar, and there's a dog touching you.
Oh, that. Look, I've been mad I didn't get to see The Rock, but I got to see this. I think it's funny because Frost is not Charlotte's god. Cetrus.
You're never gonna see the little mouse.
No.
Vegas is
Frost is the
Vegas
only
is
visible.
agnostic as fuck.
The reflection in the rock or in the statue.
That's actually really. The fact that it's like the same distance is great.
Creature.
Aspen's like the only god I acknowledge is Pirua, and even then we're not on speaking terms.
Look, all I know is that Esme said that Christians are jealous because Pirua has big naturals and God doesn't. So it's a pinned comment in the Beast World Discord.
Big if true.
Well, I mean,
Big naturals are
Pirua is a cow, according to Beast World. So
Hey yo.
yeah, here's the quote:
Does she
Christians
have
would
any
be
friends?
horrified that God in this world has big naturals.
I don't know why I didn't assume Pirua was like an animal.
I
Pirua,
thought deer.
no, she's a
Bovine.
cow. Mm-hmm.
Because their sister is also a bovine, technically.
Veronet, yeah.
She's represented by a cow skull.
Bode is a bull, and then you've got the Moonwolf with Dramphine. And then whatever the fuck Verasta wants to be.
I can't lie, I was just kind of thinking of the big naturals god from FF14.
Same energy. Nofika,
Forgotten his name. Nofika,
See,
thank you.
Rasta would be like the last boss, the first rate of that.
Yeah, similar energy actually. Yeah.
Old twin gods, what's this land?
Nalthal, yeah.
If you ever fight for us, I'm just gonna queue up the twinning. That seems like a
Suitable.
silly amount of chaos for that.
Hey Duo, play FF with us.
Right.
I have gotten out of MMOs.
Yeah, no,
I can't
you
blame
can-
you.
You think of it, if you get back into it, you can play it with me and Jade. It's fine. It'll be fun.
Don't stop it. Stop.
No.
Let them escape the MMO
FF14
world.
sucks.
How dare you? Anyway.
I've gotten out of
I've played all of
MMOs.
it.
I am now into VR.
Have you heard of the critically acclaimed MMO app?
You can visit all of the places in FF14 in VR chat. It's fine. It's the same thing.
Right, but they can't visit us.
See, I thought about moving, but I've taken a break from it. I would definitely move to more friends.
We're over on Balmung.
Yee.
I'm
If
free.
you're on the Crystal Data Center, though, it's easy to
Yeah.
get to us.
Take note, chat. You can come find us on Balma.
I could play Garrett over there.
Yeah. I'm Beatrice over there.
I am Casimir.
Cat dad. Cat dad, cat dad.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to more explorations of Pristana because the other campaign I'm playing Vanya in, which is set a little further in the future from where we are now. She would be back in Pristana technically. Which will be interesting.
I'll need time to work on my campaign idea because I want to do bite-sized versions and then ones where I could, like a big one where I could stitch all together.
Mm-hmm. The idea I've got for this would just be a very like free form, do what the hell people want to do if I ran it. Just
Yeah, I want to
go explore,
Sliced.
find dungeons. Yeah.
I want to slice mine up into like regionals or particular quests that players could just put in their adventure. Because the whole thing's the whole race. And that would take up a chunk of a campaign if anyone tried that.
Be prepared to use the wagon rules. You will use them.
Oh yeah. Look, I was
And
inspired by Steel Ball Run, so I'm gonna.
Welcome back.
And welcome back. That is everyone. Alright. So, you make your way over as a group, bringing the wagons into the 12th canal. You find a suitable area to get the draft horses like hitched up so that they can, feed while while the wagons are being held here. And Charlotte leads you over towards the Crystal Fox Hotel. It is a very large building in the canal. It almost kind of looks like an estate on its own, and except for the fact that it is much taller than it is wide. There are many marble pillars that are like carved out onto the edges that kind of just give it an extra bit of like flair to it. And you notice that there are very well-to-do people who are traveling between the entranceway. These people look quite wealthy. You step through, I imagine, the front doors and are greeted almost immediately by the bellhop. There is a decently sized, let's say 5'6", Tenebrine raccoon, carrying a small spell book on his side. And he smiles as you all approach in. It's like, hello. Are you staying in the Crystal Fox Hotel? Do you have reservations?
Oh, I forgot. Looking to Vegas, I forgot it would have reservations.
Hmm.
He's gonna turn and say, "No, we don't, unfortunately."
We were just talking about this. I have my reservations about staying here.
Elbow.
Oh, well, let me see if we have any rooms available. And he kind of, leads you further in, towards one of the counters. Do you have any baggage that we need to bring?
Tons.
Asking a D&D party if they have baggage
Yeah,
is a
that-
dangerous question.
I don't know. Are you talking emotional or physical?
Well, both kinds get handled here, but I'm more of the physical.
We'll have to find out if you even got somewhere for us to stay. Right?
It's true. Let's see what the
We don't-
availability is looking like.
We
Flipping
keep all of
through
our
one of the
stuff in our
nearby
wagons.
books. Yes, looks like, we've got a full suite here available up on the 6th floor. How long was your stay be?
We didn't plan that.
Okay. Did you want to pay it by the day or by the week?
Let's get a week going first.
Yeah, let's do a week.
I was gonna say yes. Let's book us a week. Book us in for a week,
we
and
can
we'll
take
see from
things
there.
easy.
Alright. Well, for a week, it shouldn't be too difficult. It'll run you about 600 gold.
Aspen is just gonna laugh out loud.
Vanya doing her best not to choke on that.
It'll be all right. It's an experience.
I'm an experience.
Many popular and famous people come to the Crystal Fox Hotel, including the
Just like
trade lords on from time to time, those out of Pristana.
How quiet are the rooms?
Oh, the rooms are enchanted with the silence spell, so no sound goes in or out. That includes all the
Oh, that's
windows
an
and
advantage.
doors.
Looks
Wow.
up to Aspen. At least it'd be quiet here.
That, unfortunately, I would have to deal with the screaming in my skull about spending 600 gold about staying
It's
here
not
because
your money, though.
famous people do.
Don't worry about that.
I will stay in the wagon.
Okay.
Well, there should be plenty of room for the 6 of you in this suite. There are, plenty of beds, whether you want to bunk up or not. I take it you'll be taking the suite?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, splendid. What name do I put this under?
Vegas.
Vegas. Alright. Like that name. Don't know why.
Thank you.
Starts writing down in the journal at the moment.
Vegas, in the gambling city of Pristana.
Yeah, I'm about to go hog wild. You have no clue, guys.
Alright. Well, you are all set up, and he produces a key from one of the pouches nearby.
Oh my
This
god.
will lead you to the room. You should have room 602.
Great. Send up alcohol and ice.
Oh, of course, at once.
Excellent. Aspen, if you're going to sleep in the wagon, at least join us for a drink.
Honestly, I think staying up there is probably a better idea. You're gonna be quiet up there. You avoid the city. It's gonna get loud at night.
We will join you for a drink.
It was about that price for the one in Vigneault, if you remember.
We've been to Vigneault?
Not Vigneault, sorry. Louvain. And yeah, we're in Vigneault right now. Stairs to
Oh.
Vegas.
No way!
Gaslight, gaslight, gaslight.
No, it's called retconning.
Is it retconning if it's true? Stairs at the city, at
No.
the country.
Yeah, it stares into camera. Anyway. I'm gonna go up to the room as soon as I get my things with the wagon sorted.
What are you bringing in from the wagon, or what are you having this bellhop bring in from the wagon?
Hmm.
Vanya glances at the bag of holding, keeps mouth closed.
I don't know. Yeah, I keep everything in my wagon usually. Like, I don't know, my clothes.
Changes of clothes,
Yeah,
stuff you clean or bathe yourself with.
yeah, my clothing, my dop kit, just stuff that I would have out.
That makes sense.
My entire vanity mirror.
So yeah, if you start like bringing things out of the wagon, he starts putting them onto like a cart to have it pulled into the hotel. I'll make sure I get these right up to your room, sir.
Thanks.
It's gonna be
Aspen
such
just
a
getting
culture
visibly
shock.
frustrated.
It's gonna be such a culture shock when we get to an area. Just watching Vegas.
I could get along with anybody.
Apparently a god. Anyways. So you head up to the room?
Yeah.
Alright. As you are navigating your way up, give me a perception check. You specifically, Vegas.
You notice a third eye growing out the back of your palm.
Oh, shoot.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Uh-oh.
This is the luck you got.
Uh-oh. No. It's somebody I know. Somebody I know is here. That's favorable.
With a dirty 20, as you are passing up through the 4th floor, you notice a particular area of the hotel that seems slightly different from the rest. It almost looks like a parlor. It's strange in how it is kind of like incorporated into the building. As you are making your way through this area to continue upwards, you take note of the person that is standing in front of the doors to the parlor. It is a jackal. This jackal dressed in very fine golds, with a mask concealing their face. And as you are like glancing that direction, they look towards you for a moment, and there's like sort of like a sudden shift in their movement as they like look at you. They seem to like notice something.
I swear to God, you say mask and my brain just goes ferals like the teacher in Fairly Odd Parents.
Interesting.
But they've had a
Is he-
reaction to seeing your presence.
Is he maintaining eye contact?
It's kind of hard to tell. You can't see his eyes.
So that the parlor, is that like where I'm gonna go gamble in a second?
You're not quite sure what this area is. You didn't catch mention of any kind of like casinos directly in the hotel.
Okay, so he's keeping eye contact, you said?
He's looking in your directions, but there's definitely something that he wasn't able to really conceal reaction-wise to seeing you, and it's a little unusual. You can insight check.
Yeah.
You have no idea. It's a little weird.
But he like works here clearly, right?
He clearly works here. He's been standing in front of this door. Likely... It's strange. He doesn't really look like a guard. He's dressed, too, I guess, scantily for that.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna pass the key off to Vanya. Go up to the room. I'll be right there.
Stares at key. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. No, somebody... I think I know that guy. One sec.
Uh-huh.
It's all good things, don't worry. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go and approach the guy. If I'm able to from this, like, level
yeah.
we're on.
You move from the landing, towards where the parlor is, and once the jackal notices that you're approaching, he kind of like regains his composure very quickly. Whatever you did caught him off guard, which is strange because you're not sure what you did.
Yeah.
But you begin approaching, and he kind of like bows his head towards you as you get closer. Greetings.
Hey, buddy. Do I know you?
No. I don't know you, you don't know me.
Can't help but notice that, you were staring from over there.
My apologies, Master. I am, not particularly, accustomed to seeing, SHL fighters like you here. But you are definitely an interesting individual, and it would be remiss of me if I didn't pass this along. He kind of holds out his hand, and inside of his palm is a small golden token. And it has the has a symbol of an eye on it and like a black marking.
What's this?
It's a token of visions. It gives you access to this parlor.
Who's it from?
A friend. Someone who would be well interested in meeting you.
A fan? Already?
Perhaps.
Got it.
Come by whenever you're feeling ready to venture.
Okay. I may be back sooner than you anticipate. See you later then.
Take care, master. She continues to bow as you leave.
Yeah, thanks. Huh. Okay, I'll go back to the room now.
Alright. I imagine everyone else will have gotten to the room at this point. Vanya, you unlock the room and open the door, and this room is huge. You had a pretty decent sense of scale, but you also, like, climbed up 6 flights of stairs to get here as well.
Yeah.
And, this room is massive. There are 6 beds, that are sort of, like, tucked into, like, the walls, but they're, like, curved out in a way that is very, like, nice and, like, spacious to a degree. And there's plenty of pillows. There are curtains that can be pulled across each bed as well for privacy. And there is a large like cabinet for keeping clothing situated out in the middle with the vanity mirror and including its own bath.
Is the size, like, off in any way? Does it feel like it's bigger than it ought to be, or is it just a big room?
Investigation check.
Sure.
It's definitely bigger than the outside. Something's fucky.
Okay.
To put it in perspective, this room is as big as Vegas's dining hall in his estate.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
It's
Wow.
huge.
Wow.
I was gonna say, knowing that we recently got those extra spatial cubes, so similar feeling, I guess.
Yes,
They-
there's definitely
yeah.
some extra magic at play here.
Okie doke.
It's expensive to stay here for a reason.
Yeah. I mean, considering 600 gold and all that bad, considering what we're in, so. Yeah, just gonna wander in and after opening it up.
Aspen just leering at the space.
Oh, I love this bed.
Charlotte. And we have a balcony, right?
There is an access for balcony.
Yeah, Charlotte's just striding through and just making her way to the balcony.
As Charlotte's walking over there, Vanya's gonna speak up, especially. So, pretty well off then, huh?
Yeah.
Your family.
Yes. Charlotte looks like a little somber. I just want to just, for a week, just something pleasant for once for us.
I mean, this is beyond pleasant.
The wagon is pleasant, this is ostentatious.
Wagon's nice, I wouldn't say.
But it has a
Overly
view. There are not many tall buildings out there. Get such a view of just the city and some of the sea.
Look, you have seen my home. You have seen what is normal for comparative royalty. This is over the top.
As long as it's quiet and, eyes the curtains around the beds, at least we've got privacy.
I'm gonna look for a room service menu.
Oh yeah, there's definitely one by the door.
Alright, great. So,
There's even a button by the door.
oh, excellent. What does that do? I push.
There appears to be something next to it that may allow you to, like, speak into it. You say anything?
Dinner for 6, I think. Wait, 7?
6.
Yeah, dinner for 6, 2 vegetarians.
What room is this?
602. I got that right?
Okay. We'll have it up in an hour.
Wait,
Sweet. What?
there's a thing they give out. I can't say this word.
Say it.
Concierge?
Bianco Manager?
Oh god, no, I have no idea.
I have
just
no
pressed-
idea.
Yeah, sorry.
What, like
So-
Blanche?
I posted the wrong thing.
Bianca
This.
Mangiare.
Bianco Mangiare.
What
Oh,
was that?
it
I
is
still don't know what that is.
It is a dessert.
Oh, it's like a... Okay.
White
Vegas pushes the
custard
button.
topped with ground pistachios, simmered to order and flash chilled with magic.
Quasi. Alright, push the button again. It's me again. Whatever that was.
Bianco Mangiare!
Yeah.
All right, we'll have
Thank
that
you.
up with the dinner.
So cool. Thank you. Okay. Let's drink. I guess we're gonna eat. I want to gamble.
I don't know any of the gambling places.
Just a
I'll find
Yeah.
some.
reminder why we're actually here.
No, I understand, Vanya. We're here, we relax for the night, we get our sleep, and then we go out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be like this for the whole week. We have to
do
sleep at
have-
some point so we could have
We-
something pleasant.
We barely know if it's in Pristana, let alone where else in Vigno it could be, so...
That's a good starting point.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be a bit of stress relief, and we have a room with a view.
The balcony's also pretty big.
True. Gonna look out there. Is there an easy, access to this building from other buildings?
From this side, not particularly. From your floor, anyways.
Right.
You definitely can see, the roofs of other buildings. There's some closer, but not super close. Easy access kind of depends on who's trying to access.
I was about to ask. Given Vanya's past of free running over the Kazmax rooftops and the like,
It'd
would
be so
she
much
be able to-
difficult here. 'Cause
Yeah,
the
I was gonna
rooftops
say,
are way different heights.
would she be able to climb the building, or is that a no-go just looking at it?
You'd probably have to study it for a bit to kind of figure out what the
Yeah.
best way to do that is. But you could probably figure it out with time.
Okay.
But not outside the realm of possibility. But running from rooftop to rooftop, much more difficult. Just because of the
Yeah, I
elevation
guess.
differences.
I mean, the buildings in the Balik are also very flat roofed, so...
So you have a
Okay.
nice southern view out into the ocean.
That's good, at least.
The balcony itself is like 10 by 15. It's pretty big. There are tables and chairs out there as well, so you can have breakfast and like with a view or dinner.
Brilliant.
So, Vegas, Charlotte, this is kind of how you guys grew up? Sort of fancy?
Never
Not
stood in a place like this.
this fancy. This was just for study.
Were
For
you
a summer.
studying being rich for a summer?
Being
I
a
remember your
cleric-
estate, Vegas.
Yeah.
Being a cleric Vitris, I had to study mathematics, physics, astronomy. I had to
You didn't-
basically learn
And
numerous
you
things.
studied at a hotel.
I studied under various teachers. I took private classes.
Uh-huh.
I'm more shocked that you didn't go to the Broadgate in the Cosmic.
It was far away, and my father knew people.
Fair. Remind me to take you to the Broadgate.
Oh, I'd love
I'd
to
love
go.
Jinx.
Ha!
I'm not sure it's your sort of thing, Vegas.
Probably not. I
It's
just
a
wanna be included.
university.
Vegas can woo some college girls.
You know, that would probably work. This is like a university. This is probably there's like adult learners for sure there. Don't worry.
Alright.
Well, actually, I say a university, the biggest university in the Beast World.
Yeah.
I went to the University of Hard Knocks.
Mm-hmm.
And go to the Bard College.
I grew up in a roundhouse.
Hate that joke.
The temptation to be like, but your house was square. Well, Charlotte, since I hesitate to call you native around here, but still, do you know of anything else in Tristana other than the fanciest place in town?
Gambling.
The church, there was a lot of places I wasn't allowed to go. And I was just to stay to my studies. So I spent most of it in the hotel.
Fair enough.
I think the only place that would have stood out to you that you've probably been to with your father once or twice, but haven't really gotten too much of the intricate works is the Center Street Bank, which is the
If you want-
7th canal where the
Ah.
trade lords meet.
Yeah, there is that. I want to give a very prompt example of this. I was taken to Vegas when I was like 11. Do you know what it is to go through a place 11 that you can't even like go to? You could just walk by and that's it. That's the feeling I'm conveying here.
Gotcha. There's not really that sort of thing over here, so.
City of Sin, baby.
It's pretty fucking cool over there, not gonna lie.
So it's just that like there's nothing other than gambling here.
Well, there's a lot of, there's the markets, there's, it has been a while, and I was,
Young. Okay, that's fair.
yeah.
Vanya, come gambling with me.
I intend to for a little while. You're using your own money, not the
Uh-huh.
party funds.
Obviously.
Got it. Well, I'm also gonna do some, I guess, wandering at some point. I'll have the stone on me. She stares at Charlotte before you get too worried. I'll report back now and again when I do go off on my little excursions.
I apparently have somebody who'd really like to meet me. I'll take out the little coin that I was given at the entrance to the parlor.
Can I see that?
Yes.
Go and just look over the coin.
Mm-hmm. It's larger than a normal gold coin, but it has some kind of like weight to it. It is definitely more of a token. And the symbol on it is not something you recognize. It for a moment you feel like it was a Idrisin like symbol, but it's different. It definitely has that kind of like eye connotation, but it's more elaborate.
Is this for a bar?
I think so.
You did buy the room.
Yeah, but I don't know, the guy at the entry told me that there was somebody within who wanted to meet me in specific. I
Have
don't
you
know.
ever been to Pristona before?
No. But my sisters live here. So
Oh.
you know, just in case we run into them all together, you guys gotta hype me up.
Oh, I'm going to. I'll go with you.
It's not something I plan on doing, just in the event that it happens.
I understand.
But yeah, there's that. Definitely have some questions for them. But yeah, that's that.
Well, we could take a look maybe after dinner.
I'm not gonna look for them, honestly.
No, I mean this parlor, this bar.
I'll take care of it on my own. I don't think it's that important.
All
Might
right.
Just be a fan.
A fan all the way out here?
That's what I said.
I mean, maybe they have some of that scrying magic or something like in the dungeon.
Could be. I'll check it out. I'll let you guys
Doesn't
know if
this
anything
seem a
interesting comes
little
of it.
fishy?
What was that?
Like
say?
you think? Like you think it's a trap? You said?
I don't know, a fan seeming all too interested in meeting you from all the way out here, like, surely word doesn't travel that fast.
In a city for less than, what, 4 hours?
I mean, there is the transport. I mean, someone could have just went to Jaegervault, saw your Vegas's fights, and went back home.
I think we're overthinking it.
We just got here.
I think I'm being marketed to. I think it's not that big of a deal, guys. I'll let you know if something comes of it.
Well, again, you've got the sending stone, right?
Yeah.
And I've got the other one, so.
Righto.
Don't die too quickly if they're trying to kill you.
I'm impossible to kill. You've seen such.
Just look between Vegas and Charlotte.
Quick 40-yard stare.
No, but really.
Of course.
Anything happens, I'll come down.
Alright. So, just kind of like chilling out until dinner arrives.
Yeah, the coziest bed.
Vanya basically staking the room out, looking for like how the entrances are, how the exits are, if there's more than one potential way in and out. Like,
Start a pillow fight with Aspen.
Not a hope in hell.
I see, even if not happening right now, Aspen's definitely the one that gets a little over eager and really fucking hurts somebody.
Potentially.
You knock your teeth together because someone smacks you too hard around the head with the pillow.
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Yes, after an hour, there's a knock at the door.
Open the door.
You see the same Tenebrine bellhop and a couple other bellhops, a Latine and a Canine, and they're all wheeling in carts of food.
Yes.
They reveal several platters, some of which have various things like roasted duck, as well
Ooh.
as some very elaborate looking fruit salads as well. They're like stacked with some like the thickest pieces of like huge fruit, including like things like pineapple.
Fruit
You know, it's
salad,
probably
yummy,
worth
yummy.
the 600 gold, actually.
Being catered to. There's also a
Yes.
bottle of wine, a vintage bottle of wine, even.
Pop that open.
As long as this is actually, part of the cost.
Yeah, this is all complimentary, right?
Yes, it comes with the
Yeah.
service.
Yeah.
As you like pop it open, the Tenebrine kind of like reaches out and just kind of like frosts the bottom of it, and it gives it like a nice chill feeling to it.
Oh, excellent service.
And then of course dessert, and then they like wheel up another cart as well, and there's like 6 individual like trays with this white custard served on it.
Charlotte, is there a spa here?
It has been a while.
Yes, there's a spa over in the 8th Canal. There's a very large bathhouse as well.
Putting a pin in that.
Just a very quiet scoff from Vanya.
You can show us how much better yours is in the future.
The best.
Will there be anything else, sir?
That about covers it for me.
Very well. Let us know if you need anything further.
Thank you.
And they leave the carts there and they head out. Close the door behind them.
Charlotte's already helping herself to the food.
Yeah, I imagine you're all digging in at this point.
Very hesitantly at first, but yeah, this is probably more overwhelming than Louvain was to the poor kid.
This is definitely some of the finest food that you've all at least tasted in your travels.
Eat quickly, Vanya. Then we can have more time to gamble.
Aspen grumbling something about how many more people this should feed.
It's probably enough for
It's a
Like,
decent sized quantity.
not like extravagant portion. I doubt
No,
it, but
it's just very good quality.
Fair. Grabbing an entire duck.
Mm.
I love that for Vespen. Just like
Just holding it like an apple and just biting chunks out of it.
So
Aspen, can I get a bite of that?
Holds it out to Vegas.
Yeah, excellent. Just free-handed or no-handed chomps at it, and then continues about eating their own food.
And Aspen will pretend eating it like nothing's happened.
So do you play Knucklebones,
Yeah,
Vegas? Okay, good.
my game is blackjack though.
Nah, you gotta
or
play the
whatever it's
dice
called in
while
this
you
universe.
There's
gotta play the
blackjack.
dice, right?
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
are
that'd be
plenty of
good.
games lined up.
Aspen, mouthful of duck. Dice games are for stupid people.
Well, games are for smart people, Aspen.
Games of skill, not games of chance.
What's a game of skill?
There's some skill in.
Sparring is a game of skill.
Absolutely, but what's a game of skill?
You give me the idea of someone that likes chess.
Duh. Also, most sports. I would
premium
even
chest
argue that, and do not take this too far, but you could say that your SHL stuff is a game of skill.
It absolutely is.
A
Definitely
set
in
of skills
selling
I,
it.
set of skills I do not entirely understand, but skills nonetheless.
But yeah, there's skill in games of chance. It's just
Yeah, you can ride the wave a specific way.
What skill determines how the dice roll?
it's less about knowing how the dice roll and more about reading the rest of the people at the table. It's a social game more than anything else,
You're
really.
supposed to get drunk during it. That's the fun part.
Hard disagree, but you do you.
I play my best when I'm 6 feet under or something like that.
Yeah, definitely keeping you to your own funds while we're out here.
What indicator have I given that I would take from the party fund without telling anybody?
Alright, take a finger or two if you did without telling us.
Huh?
Just gnaw it right off.
All right, and
You wouldn't miss a finger or two?
I mean, people lose things.
Just a face palm at the callback. Goes back to eating a food.
Aspen just doing the DiCaprio pointing thing.
He said the line.
That's it now. You're cursed forever with people lose things.
I've already got a curse to manage. That's good though.
Is anyone else coming with me in Vegas?
I think I'll stay here. I don't gamble.
Okay.
Very wise of you.
Yeah, probably smart not to be honest, but
I'm good on gambling too, I think.
I was in Delving Group where the leader was a gambler.
I mean, technically you could say we gamble every time we enter a dungeon, right?
Absolutely.
Well, you don't put
We're
money
so
in
lucky.
and risk
You-
going broke.
Do definitely risk putting money in and going worse than broke every time.
Technically, we're going all in all the time, but also that's the kind of gambling every Delving crew does.
Mm-hmm.
Do not see the point in gambling.
It's fun as long as you
Yeah,
don't.
It's fun, yeah. Winning is
wreck
fun,
yourself.
Aspen.
Is it really when it's just on chance? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Can be.
What could be more of a victory than dueling fate and coming out on top?
I wouldn't go that far.
I feel like you have a very one-on-one view with the universe that I do
Yeah.
not share.
You don't know me.
Know you pretty well.
Well enough.
Well, when you're done, let's go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Where are we heading to?
Gamble.
Are you going down to the parlor, or are you heading out into the city?
Is that so? The parlor is a gambling hall?
You don't know what the parlor is.
No, yeah, we're going gambling in the city. I don't know what the parlor is.
All
I'm
right.
gonna let Vegas lead me.
Okay.
All right.
So, well, you head out. I imagine you could also ask for directions
Yeah,
towards.
I would probably ask the concierge.
Okay. They'll nod and be like, "Well, you're on the 12th Canal, and that's where the Chapel of the Faithful is. It's the biggest casino in Pristana. It's the best
Okay.
place to go."
Sounds like the best place to go. Thank you, and we're out the door.
All right.
All right. It doesn't take you too long. What immediately catches your eye is a very large, persistent illusion of a fox that is alternating between two visions. One of him flashing a winning hand of cards to the viewer, the other him tossing 3 dice towards you. And it kind of alternates between these two. And beneath that illusion, you see emblazoned into a nice large plaque, Chapel of the Faithful. The stairs are red carpeted, and you notice some very scantily clad Latin table girls who are standing by the door, and they catch your eye immediately.
Nice. So this is like Vegas rules. I can smoke inside here, right?
Yeah,
Sick. Anyway.
wouldn't surprise me. So, they lead you in, and pushing past a plush set of purple fabric doors, you are entering into the very large casino. You notice there are many tables and very scantily clad individuals between the beer boys who are pushing around drinks between tables and the dealers who are scantily clad like Bethel keepers.
God. Okay.
Sick. I love it.
This is so cursed.
So,
Oh no, your
What table
unfortune's
do you-
wheel.
what table are you gonna find yourself at?
I'm looking for Rasta's Knucklebones.
I'll go. Yeah, let's go for Knucklebones first.
You gonna go for Knucklebones first?
Yeah.
All right. Well, gonna start strong. You, as you're like kind of looking around for tables, you notice one that is being fairly open at the moment. There is a vixen woman there who catches your eye, and she kind of gestures you over.
Let's go there, Vanya.
Mm-hmm. Just eyes him up a sec.
What?
Where are his eyes wandering? Because I'm gonna show you who we're probably.
I don't know.
looking
Are
at.
your eyes wandering?
Oh, that finally just popped up for me.
Between Vegas and who I'm assuming is the character I just liked. Yes, her eyes are definitely wandering.
Used to be
Yeah.
a very gorgeous vixen woman. And she smiles as you both start to approach. Welcome. First time?
Yeah.
Do you know how to play?
Vaguely.
Alright. Well, take a seat. Hopefully you have some gold to spare.
I'm gonna get a couple of drinks to me and Vanya as soon as we sit up at the table.
Yeah, hop on up.
Alright. Ante-in is 50 gold.
Sheesh. Okay.
Wince throws it in.
Alright. And she will set out 2 separate stacks of 50 gold to meet both of yours. And she tosses pairs of dice to both of you. You get 3 d6s each.
Alright.
So, what brings you to Pristana? You don't look familiar to me.
Business and pleasure.
Ah, the usual. Well, hopefully this will not be your best time. That way you can always come back.
I'll probably circle back every now and again.
And she is going to start the opening roll. Is that 136? That is a dead roll. Just get the roll again. Oh god, is it a one? Hold up.
It's another dead roll, I think.
Okay, yeah, I had to check because for some reason I thought that was the instant lose one.
That's a 1, 2, 3.
She smirks and continues to roll the dice. Alright. So we've got a point value set at 2. She gestures to Vegas first. So roll your 3d6, Vegas.
Huh? It's not letting me roll. There we go. That was
One
two.
more. I don't know why you... Oh, you put +3. Yeah, just click the dice at the
Oh.
bottom.
Oh, I see. Okay, should I just re-roll 3d6 or just one
Yeah,
more?
just re-roll. You can just click it 3 times and then hit enter.
I see.
Ooh.
Whew.
Oh, wow.
I'm
All
hot.
right. Well, your point with the 6 beats her point, so you win your bet. You get 50 gold from her.
Sick.
Vanya, it is your turn.
Wait, so is that just my 50 gold back, or that plus
You
her
get
50 gold?
the 50 gold that she anteed in.
Got it.
625.
Dead roll.
Dead roll, yeah.
Oof. No.
Oof. It's an instant fail. She
Yeah.
reaches over and scoops up your gold. Unlucky. Your friend here
Crumbles.
seems pretty gifted. Must have a talent.
I tend to be.
I'm gonna leave him to the table,
You want to go
Okay.
again?
take my drink, and wander off.
I'll go again.
All right. Would you like to bid 50 or more?
Yeah. No, I'll put out another 50.
All right. Set 50 more gold back onto the table. She's going to roll the start. Not bad. Point for 2. All right, go ahead and roll. And a point for 4. You beat her again.
Wow.
She grins for a moment and passes the gold back over. So you have made 100 gold now. You're very lucky. Don't usually see
I
people
tend to be.
winning this quickly.
What can I say? It follows me.
Really now.
I hope so.
How about we go
Anyway.
again?
Oh, okay. He was like about to stand up. Okay, fine. One more.
What would you like to wager?
I'll wager 100 gold now. I'm playing with their money.
Interesting. All right, she will match your wager. Dead roll. Ooh, that is not very good.
She's rolling like dog shit.
Hold up, I think that's an instant loss. Yeah, 'cause she rolled a 1. Yeah, so you don't
Oh,
even.
cool.
You technically don't even need to roll. Yeah, I mean, you were gonna beat her either way. She watches your dice at the table and she's like, You didn't happen to visit the pillar today, did you?
I actually did.
Maybe you got blessed. You are
that so?
rolling hot tonight.
I feel like it.
So she
It's
passes
just
the...
a blessing, right?
Yeah, it depends. Sometimes Rasta likes to curse people.
Great.
But, you seem to be quite lucky tonight. I think you're going to do well here.
I'm glad.
And she pushes the 100 gold back to you, so you now have gotten 200 gold out of this.
Pretty sick. Alright, I'm gonna go find Vanya. It was nice meeting you, and I'll get finger guns before I walk away from the table.
She smiles and just waves. Don't stray too far.
I won't.
Vanya left the building, so it's
Oh.
just Gal,
Okay.
just Vegas.
In which case, I've given up 5 minutes into my search for Vanya and found my way to Blackjack.
All right. So, you find a table for 21. There's a Latine dealer here, and 2 other patrons. He smiles as you set up. The ante-in is 25 gold.
I put in 100.
The ante is 25.
Oh, right. No, wait. So how do you bet in Blackjack again? Shit. Yeah, NTM.
All right. Roll me 2d10.
Sounds good.
That's 2d6. I said 2d10.
Oh, sorry. I actually misclicked.
Oh. Alright, so Alright, so the first dice you see from, or the first card you see played from them is an 8. And then you have a 5 and a 6 at the moment. So the goal is to score 21. If you roll a 1, it can be worth either 1 or 11.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, if the player scores 21, they win. If neither occurs, player loses if the total is less than the dealer's, and wins if their total is greater than the dealer's.
Right.
So basically, they just keep rotating.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll for the 2 other NPCs at the table. Alright, so we'll say an Equine next to you decides to hold on to their cards at the moment. But it's gonna rotate back around to the dealer. See. Okay. And it rotates back to your turn. Would you like to draw another card?
Yeah.
Go ahead, roll another d10. Three. We'll put you at 14.
I'll hit again.
Okay. Once it comes back to your turn.
Yep.
So, I said one of them was an Equine. Did I say what the other one was? I don't think I did.
Nope.
Okay. We will say it's a rabbit. He continues to pull from the deck. Which one is here? It's this one. He ends up busting out. He went over. So, his gold is in the pot. So, it comes back. The dealer's going to add. Oh boy. The dealer's gone over. So it's
Oh shit!
What was your total right now? Because you have 14?
Yeah, 14.
Okay. The other guy held. You have to keep rolling. So you have to draw another card.
Nice.
3? That puts you at 17?
Solid.
He had 16.
Nice.
So you
Nice.
won by 1 point.
Let's
So
go.
you get
Nice.
So you get
Nice.
an additional 75 gold.
Awesome.
Getting there.
Wait, 75 plus my 25 or 75
Yeah,
altogether?
every time I'm telling you you're getting gold, that's additive. So don't assume you've lost gold until you've actually lost. So from
Got
the previous table, you won 200. From this one, you've won 75.
Yeah, I got it.
You sticking around?
Yes, one more.
All right. Go ahead and roll your 2d10. All right. The dealer's gonna hold at a 16.
Oof.
I was gonna say one of the other patrons left after
It's hard.
busting out too quickly. The Equine will keep playing. Pulls 14, but he's not gonna hold. So comes back to your turn.
Yeah.
Puts you at 11. Not bad. Equine's going to draw. He's going to get up to a 17, and he's going to hold there. So it is your turn.
My only move is hustle.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
5 plus, so you're at 16?
Wait, am I? Hold on.
Yeah, because you had
It's
8 plus
8,
3, which is
11,
11, plus
yeah,
5, 16. So, you match the dealer, but I think you're a point behind. Yeah, you're 1 point. He's got 17. So you need
I have
to,
to
you'll
hit
have to
again.
draw again.
Alright, hopefully I don't bust out. Wow.
No way.
I know we keep doing the math, but I've already forgotten what your total was.
Me too. Wait.
18 now.
3 plus that's 16. No, wait, hold on. 8 plus 3 is 11, and then you rolled a
Yeah.
5. Oh, yeah, because you can choose for whatever. So yeah, it would be
Sorry, 17.
yeah, 17. So you've matched. You've kind of tied with him. So if you hold, you split the pot with him, or you could draw a card and beat him.
I'm gonna hold.
You're gonna hold?
Yeah.
All right. Well, between the two of you, it'll split down, and the dealer will take a house cut. So you both get 35.
Nice.
You gonna sit in for another round, or is that it?
Yeah, one more.
One more?
Yeah. How do I lose more money quickly?
Are you trying to lose money? Because right now you were
Yeah.
just winning.
I'm tempting fate.
All right. The Equine will also ante-in. Dealer will roll. Equine will draw cards. Go ahead and... Oh, wow. All right. So, dealer's sitting at a 10. The Equine is sitting at an 11. You're sitting at a 9. Dealer's going to draw 2, so dealer's at a 12. Equine is going to draw a 1, also at 12.
Wow.
It's your turn. Gotta be kidding me.
Oh my god.
So you're
Wow.
at 10. Man, this is going to be a close one, I imagine.
Probably.
Ooh. Let's see. He rolled that. Ooh. Dealer's at 21.
Shit.
Oh my god. The horse is at 21.
Ooh.
Now watch me reach 21.
You're sitting at what,
Oh, wait,
10
there's-
even?
There's no way that I can get an 11.
You need a 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 1 counts as 1 or
Alright, watch that. Shit.
No.
Ha!
19.
19?
Yeah.
Okay. You would need to get a 2.
Wouldn't it be funny if I got a 2?
Roll me a d20.
Really?
Oh, here we
Roll
go.
me a d20. Alright, that's enough. As you start to draw the next card, or dealt the next card, you see it for a moment, and then for some reason you kind of like blink, and the card looks slightly different, and you pull over it too.
Oh. Yo.
Jeez. All right.
Ended up getting like a full tie. So you could just
That's
end up with
crazy.
your ante back, but you didn't lose money.
That's insane. This is it. This is my blessing. Super cool.
But the dealer stops for a moment and just kind of like looks between is like, I've never seen 3 people at a table get 21s before.
Me neither.
That's quite miraculous. You're very lucky.
Yeah. Suspiciously so.
Kind of
Where's the
eyeing
roulette
you a
table?
little bit more now that you said that out loud.
Well, I'm intrigued at this point, and I'm going to find a roulette table to put a lot of money on one space just to test a theory.
Okay. Yeah, there's a roulette table.
Okay,
What are you going for? Reds or blacks?
red. I'm just gonna put 200 gold on red.
All right. Roll me a d100.
Vegas gets kicked out of the casino. No divine intervention.
Those 321s, that was like the last show.
Oh,
Yeah, like immediately settles straight into red.
holy shit! Wait.
Quit while you're ahead, dude.
You paid off the hotel.
Yeah, you quite literally did. You've gained another 200 gold.
That's insane.
You've won
Wait.
every single encounter that I've pulled out.
Okay, so adding 200 gold.
Wait, bet everything on a single number on the roulette table.
That's
No.
that like no.
I'm playing
Quit while
Vegas.
you're ahead.
One more time.
You remember the episode of South Park? No.
One more time.
Are you betting again?
Yeah,
How much?
How much are you putting on?
300.
You
Oh,
put
for
300?
God's sake.
What
Yeah.
color?
Red.
Red again? Alright,
Yeah.
roll me another d100. God damn, it's red.
Holy shit.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Get fucked.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Holy
But-
shit. So that plus 350 then?
Yeah. You put 300 in, right?
Oh, wait, I said 300.
Yeah, 300.
sorry. For some reason, I had got 350 in my head. Yeah, 300. Holy
Yep.
shit.
So 300 more gold added back to you.
Leave.
What if I did
Don't
it
go
one more
tempting
time?
fate.
Leave.
No, get
I know
out.
up there.
Oh no.
Here comes the gambling episode.
Just
Out.
one more. Just
I
one more.
thought you were gonna lose.
You're not here-
losing
you're not here to
everything.
stop.
Like, are we all in?
You're not here to stop me. Pull the lever.
They're gonna drag you downstairs and beat you.
I can't stop winning. I'll stop
can't
by the
stop
slots
winning.
for an odd dang it real quick.
You want to play the machine?
No. One more roulette.
There is a
spin,
slot
then I'm
machine.
out. I'm not stupid. One more roulette, then I'm out.
I'm
You
not
can
stupid,
one more.
says dog rolling random dice on a random wheel.
Alright, what are you doing?
Another 300.
Another 300? Let me guess, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Alright, D100. Roll me a D20.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh,
I'm the best character ever now.
you kidding me?
So you watch as for a split second it's settled into black, and then as the wheel comes to a stop, it bounces back out into a red slot.
Holy shit.
Keep your mouth closed, Vegas.
You got like a crowd of people that are just like gathered around you, like watching you win at this roulette table repeatedly.
What? Oh, well, now that I have a crowd egging me on,
Get out!
just one more.
Get out! Ah!
Another 300 on red.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead, make your roll. Roll me a d20.
Holy shit. How long does this last, by the way?
You have no
You
idea.
don't know. You don't know.
Anyway, oh my fucking god.
What?
You watch again as it almost feels like it's about to settle into another black spot, and then just kind of trickles over into the next, and settles on red.
Vegas
And
screams.
the dealer at this point is just like so completely shocked that you've managed to win this many times in a row.
Yeah, statistically, this is impossible. Shit. Wow.
I hope you're keeping track of this.
Yes, that's another 300. Guys, what if I did it? Well, no, I'm kidding. I'm leaving.
No,
I'm leaving.
out, get out.
Thank you.
Get out.
My anxiety.
Get out.
At some
Good.
point, this is gonna fail spectacularly.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if I bet 1,000?
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
I'm going to astrally project and haunt you if you try.
I have come out so fucking immeasurably on top tonight. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm
I'm going to invade your dreams if you gamble away all our money.
It will hurt.
Okay, one
3d6
spin on the
psychic damage.
slots. One spin on the slots before I go.
One spin for the slots? Alright.
Yeah, why not?
It's a single platinum to use the slot
You got
machine.
plenty
I
platinum.
have plenty. Yeah, one.
Yeah, that's what, 10 gold?
Okay. So roll me a d10.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Roll me another d10.
Mhm.
Cool. Roll me another d10. Now roll me a d20.
Oh my god.
No.
That nearly landed on another fucking 20.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw that for a
sorry.
second. So you are ringing through, and the slot machine switches between multiple different faces. And for a second, they don't match, but then roll over into cherries, and you get your
Yeah.
platinum piece back.
Cool. All right. Huh. All right. I promised myself I'd leave. I'm leaving.
If you try again, your luck runs out and like
Yeah,
the
if you
slot
roll,
machine just explodes in
rolled
your
the
face.
if you rolled the nat 20 on that one, it was going to turn into sevens.
Holy fuck.
You would have gotten to like 750 platinum back.
Sorry, what did I?
Fuck.
Holy shit. Okay, that's it.
The
That's it
platinum
for
machine.
now. My next stop is the parlor, but I want to take a quick bio. So if we want to skip to Vanya doing City Explain while I'm doing my
Alrighty.
job,
Devanya, where did you go after immediately busting out?
So the idea was for her to start looking for routes back to the hotel that are less obvious. So like trying to route back to the hotel, but making it as awkward as possible. Essentially, learning ways to lose people in the city as best she could.
Gotcha. Just give me an investigation check.
Okey-doke.
With the 19, with how the canals are set up, there are walkways that connect between, but there's also various bridges, including some bridges that almost kind of act like mini tunnels in a way. So they provide some nice, like, line of sight that can be blocked as well. And if you want to be extra fancy, you could also navigate via the canal, too.
So
There's
swimming.
enough, not necessarily swimming, there are lower enough ledges that you could probably, with your smaller size, be able to navigate along the edges of the canal and be unseen.
Okay, that was actually going to be a question I was going to ask. Is there like any other sort of routes that someone marine size or slightly bigger could make their way through?
The canal one was the one that you noticed particularly.
Right.
For sizes, nothing else immediately stands out. The rooftops would probably be your next best bet, but again, it'd be you'd have to kind of really go between and learn what roofs you can go through, because again, the height difference will make it a lot more difficult to navigate.
Or invest in some climbing tools is what I'm hearing. How about bigger people like Aspen size, for example? Is there anything that would break line of sight, or is that the same sort of tunnels you mentioned before? The tunnels.
The tunnels would probably be the best, but a lot of the buildings are pretty close together too. So if you manage to make enough turns, you could probably lose people with enough speed.
Okay, cool. Outside of that, then, is there any obvious, like, I want to say seedier parts of a gambling city, but you know what I mean? Like, more likely to attract the Thieves' Army, potentially?
I'd say roll a separate investigation check for me.
Sure. I'm on the ball tonight.
From what you've seen going around, you have noticed that there is sort of like a private military that kind of acts as the city's guards and watch. If there's crime that goes on in the city, it is going to be difficult to find between the paladins that you saw roaming the streets and this private company that seems to work within the city. If you notice that their ensemble consists of a spade that is often visible on their gear.
Okay, like
so they're very
like
recognizable.
The card face spade.
Yeah,
and that's on the private looking.
that's on the
guard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the private army guys. But they're numerous enough that they patrol the streets. They also seem to do more than just like normal patrolling. You also see from time to time that they're also like cleaning up, like dealing with like trash that maybe somebody left behind. But they're for the most part keeping the place as pristine as possible.
Okay. And then yeah, I'm just gonna take a convoluted route back to the hotel just for the hell of it. Just kind of explore while I'm doing it. Over the Sending Stone, so it's probably happening at in the middle of one of Vegas's wins. Yeah, making my way back. I'll see you there.
Got it.
Have some interesting information.
Me too.
And then yeah, just make my way back.
All right. Vegas, I assume you head back to the hotel pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the parlor.
How much gold did you end up with?
So right now I have 2,732 gold.
Bloody hell.
How much did you have when you walked in?
Like around 1,400.
That's not
Maybe a
bad. You
little
practically
less,
doubled your
1,400.
gold.
Yeah, no, and might do one more visit. Just
I
one
mean,
more
you're in
visit.
the
You're
gambling
fucking
city.
there.
You can find
Yeah.
it just about anywhere.
Exactly. So, yeah. But right now I'm going to the parlor.
All right. All right. Switch over. So, you head back to the hotel, and you head up towards the 4th floor, where you last saw the Jackal individual. And you're just gonna head towards the parlor itself.
Yeah.
The same jackal's standing there, and he smiles and again bows towards you as you approach. Decided to come inquire inside.
Yep.
Will you be bringing your friends or just you?
It's just me right now. Am I allowed to bring them?
Of course.
I'll tell them about it later. Right now, I just want to check this out.
Very well. The madam will be interested to see you.
Who?
He smiles and like turns back. Doesn't touch the door, but the door seems to open.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, no, yeah.
inside is a much kind of like darker aesthetic. In terms of like how the place is lit. The furniture is just a little bit more darker in color. But gives off a pretty like interesting vibe to it. I don't know if this is the one I'm using or not. Yeah, I think it's this one. Alright. So, you head inside, and the jackal follows you. The doors close behind you, and he kind of gestures you further. And this is an interesting location, as you do see other people, but there's very few. They seem to be off on their own. Some of them are kind of like enjoying drinks by themselves. But for the most part, nothing stands out immediately about them. Like, they don't look like super wealthy individuals. So you're not entirely sure why they're in here. They look pretty run-of-the-mill. But you're led back further into a different room where there is a long table. And at the very end of the long table, you see a gold dragon woman who is dressed very elegantly. And this table has multiple chairs set out before it, and the jackal that led you up here is like, the madam will see you.
Thank you. I didn't catch your name.
My name?
Yes.
I am Zahir.
Thank you, Zahir.
Of course. I will be out here whenever you're finished, master.
Mm-hmm.
And closes the door behind you. And the gold dragon woman kind of gestures for you to sit.
I'll sit.
And there is a little bit of delay. She's kind of like looking at you for a moment. And go ahead and give me a perception check.
Mm-hmm. So close to another 20.
A 15's pretty good. You notice. Sorry. I don't think that's what I was looking for either. I had the track, and I don't remember which one it was.
Take your time.
It's not that one. Neptune. That one will do. Anyways, with the 15, you notice that there is another individual in the room. There is a small gold kobold sitting in the dragon woman's lap, which she has been occasionally petting. And after a little bit of a silence, you notice the kobold kind of just like stretches arms up, and that's kind of how you like took notice that they were there to begin with.
Right.
and they kind of sit upright, and they're dressed just as elegantly as the dragon. But they smile at you, and they kind of sit upright. Well, hello there, darling.
Hi.
You're quite interesting.
Likewise. Which of you is the madam?
That'd be me.
So, which one says that?
The kobold.
Got it. Well, very nice to meet you.
She kind of like stands up fully, is now like standing up on the end of the table.
Mm,
She's very short. Shorter than Vanya.
kobolds are, yeah. I've seen shorter.
Well, wasn't expecting company like you. How long have you been in Pristana?
Just got here earlier this evening, actually.
Really? And you
Yes.
strut around blessed by Verasta.
Huh?
She chuckles very daintily. Not too bright, are we?
No. I've spent time developing other skills.
She giggles and is just like walking down the end of the table at this point. Well, I'm glad one of my envoys caught eyes on you.
Likewise.
You touched the pillar, didn't you?
Yep.
Very interesting. And is this your first time in Persona?
Yep.
Very, very interesting. Do you know how hard it is to get his attention? I have to nag at him all the time.
So that's who spoke to me?
Oh,
Cool.
he even whispered to you. Oh, you were
Yeah.
very lucky.
Everybody's saying that today.
I imagine. You stopped by a casino recently.
Yeah.
Did you make out like you robbed the place?
I feel like I could have done a little better. How long does this last? Do you know?
Oh, it didn't last until he gets bored.
Holy shit. Okay. Got it. Noted. Internalizing. Anyway.
Very rarely do I see anybody walk into the city and just, get Verasta's attention that quickly, that eagerly. You must
what
be
can I say?
special.
I just got it like that. Yep.
Well then, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Oh, well, I'm an SHL fighter. I'm a Delver. Oh, my entire group is here. They'd love to meet you, I'm sure. And yeah, recently we just came from Aurea, actually. First time going through a juncture gate for some of us.
Oh, so
the
you've come a
adventuring life is
long
something,
way.
Yeah. Shoot, I mean, our journey started. Where's the Bristle Inn located?
Elements,
wasn't it?
like right
Yeah.
near the border to Arnaria.
Okay, so yeah. My group's journey actually started in Alamance, where we've definitely seen a fair share of the continent.
Oh, I would love to hear all about this. Should definitely bring your friends next time.
Okay.
And I see you were also given one of my tokens.
Yeah. You want it back?
Only when you're ready to use it.
What do I use it for?
I offer many services here.
Oh. Okay, I'll keep it.
I can daisy walk with you, give you a very interesting night. I could give you some divination, some advice. I'd boost your luck, but I don't think I can do better for Rasta can right now.
Yeah. Frankly, I think I'm good there. But thank you.
And I also
Interesting.
offer massages.
Sick. I'm sore most of the time, so this works for me.
And you said you're a Delver?
Yep.
Well, I definitely am going to be interested in seeing your group. especially since you've traveled so far and made such a big impact in such a little time.
I promise you're not going to meet a group quite like us.
No, clearly not.
So the coin's a one-use thing, huh? The token?
It is. Buy in my favors, but if you're such an interesting individual, I often allow repeat customers.
Noted. I'm gonna do like the little coin trick where I roll it along my knuckles, and then I'm gonna pocket it. I'll be sure to use this when I think I need it most.
She's just kind of like walking around the table at this point.
Very cool.
Well, I take it you're all staying here in the hotel.
Yep.
You're welcome to stop by any time. What is it you're
Oh.
doing here in Bristana? Because I don't think it's here for gambling.
Does Vegas know? I mean, yeah, Vegas knows why, but does he care?
I don't think we can answer that for you.
Yeah. Some of my delving mates are here for research, and we also have a possible lead on a dungeon pop-up around these parts. Maybe still figuring that out.
Deception check.
Wait, I thought we had a lead.
No.
You do not have
Is
a
it
dungeon
deception if you foolishly think it is?
No, because I wholeheartedly believe. Wait, what? Oh,
Is it
fuck.
deception if you don't think you're lying?
All right, yeah.
Do you not remember?
No, genuinely, I thought we had a lead in this direction. I know that we're
No.
here for research.
You are here for a reason. It isn't delving, though.
It's
Oh,
not delving,
research.
it's not research either.
Oh,
we're
really?
here
Wait.
we're here to track the ferals down, my guy.
How did you forget
Well, yeah.
between me recapping the episode and now?
Well, no, there's that, but I genuinely thought we had something in this direction. That's my bad. When I
Probably
wrote down what I
thought
just
from the-
said,
You probably thought from the question mark because we have like exclamation points all the
Yeah.
time.
I'll let you
This delving
backtrack
thing.
if you want.
Yeah, no, I thought otherwise. No, thank you for correcting me. Oops. Yeah, my group and I are here because we're following a movement amongst the ferals. If you've heard of those guys.
You watch her ears kind of like flick forward for a moment, and you see an interesting, like, little spark in her eye. Interesting. Well, I think we need your friends.
Right now?
Oh, yes. There's a lot we should talk about.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll call to Vanya on the sending stone.
Still probably halfway back at this point.
Vanya, I need you to gather the others and come to the parlor that has the jackal out front. There's somebody here that requires to meet us. What was your name again? And I'm saying this both on the sending stone and out loud.
I am Madame Aziza.
Yeah, Madame Aziza needs to see us.
There's a pause. Who? Also, you should probably get them. I'm not anywhere close just yet.
We're in the hotel.
I'm not.
Go to the room and get the others.
I am nowhere. You're in the hotel, Vegas.
I
Go
thought you were
get
here
them.
before me.
No.
She's just
Fine.
sitting on the table, just like listening into like your argument. She seems very amused at the moment.
Okay, yeah, and however the hell you angrily hang up a rock.
I am vividly remembering my time in retail when the customer's just yelling on the phone before I can serve them.
I'm at the soup store. All right, pardon me, madam, and I'll dash out really quickly. What's it? 2 floors up, 3 floors up.
It's kind of like, yeah. You go past it here and just like, oh, bye, master.
Hi, bye. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. okay, I grab the group. Everybody, I made a friend. They want to meet you. And
Oh.
I lead the gang down
Yeah,
to the
just
parlor.
hurrying out of, just getting out of the room.
How does everyone else react to this?
Excited and curious.
Very interesting. Let's see where this goes.
Dante?
Wasn't
Just kind of confused, but following along.
Vanya oversending Stone. Out of breath. Almost there.
Hurry!
Where's Vanya?
Probably sprinting upstairs as
She's
we
on her
speak.
Imagine you just wait outside the parlor for Vanya to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just kind of stood there, like, one hand on a knee, other hand, like, holding up a finger.
Can we get her a glass of water?
No, let's go in.
it's no trouble.
Bring the water in, thank you.
The doors open by themselves as you're guided inside. Vegas, I imagine you lead the way.
Yep.
Tahir just kind of
Okay.
like follows behind very far.
Alright, gang, this is Madam Aziza, and I'll do like the arms gesture as I present everybody as we file in.
Yeah, as you've come back, you've noticed that she's basically kind of like reclined at the end of the table. There's now suddenly a couple pillows there. She looks very comfortable, and for the people who have not seen her before, this is not new to anybody in this group, but for our viewers, this is the very special kobold on display. And she is currently lounging like this at the moment. And you can see the large gold dragon just behind her, just kind of like rubbing her head like between her ears. She just smiles as you come back in. Well, that was very quick.
I'm very quick.
How did you come to know Vegas?
One of my
special?
envoys caught sight of him. It's very hard to find somebody who is, blessed by the dice god.
Wait, so that's why you're interested in Vegas?
Yeah,
I'm interested
knew
because
it.
he was able to get his attention so easily and so enthusiastically.
I saw it happen.
Really
Insight.
now?
I want to tell if there's a secondary, like...
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this the only reason this is sus as fuck?
Yeah, no, that's the kind of thing
Oh,
inside, I
motherfuck.
think, yeah. Oh, cool, we don't know shit.
You've
Now-
not really met a willful kobold before.
This is Vanya's first time meeting a kobold, full stop. So...
Yeah. So you're like not even sure how to read this person. They're just smiling. They look very eager.
Well, it said that you could lose your luck by pointing it out, but Vegas, when you touched the pillar, I cast a spell to see if Farast was nearby, and I saw him in the streets.
Oh, wow.
I didn't say anything because I was worried that the luck might run out, whatever blessing you might have gotten,
It
sort of.
hasn't. It won't.
Oh?
It might.
It might, but I'm gonna push my luck one more time tonight.
What do you mean, one more time?
I made out very nicely from my little gambling trip.
Oh. You might want to be
sure.
careful. Like, what if I jinx it? Just
You-
mentioning it.
You have a point.
Definitely want to be
Wait,
careful.
wait. Charlotte, can you communicate with Verasta?
No, I can only see if he's around, and he could choose not to respond.
Got it. Aziz, next time you get a hold of Verasta, tell them I said thank you so much. I owe you dinner.
Frost not easy to contact.
Aziza claims that she's able to, apparently.
When he doesn't want to ignore me.
So yeah, just, if you remember, tell him I said hi, and the anything,
This is towards a ski, though everyone in the group can understand her now. Just, this woman gives me the creeps in voiceless speech.
She's so short, but
Husky
so
simply
old.
grins and nods.
Your friend tells me here your Delvers come from all over the Beast World.
Yes, we are.
Says you're a very interesting group. Meeting with very interesting people. Some of which you're following to here.
How much did you tell her, Vegas?
I told her about the Ferals. She seems like a boss lady of sorts. I figured she might have already known.
A long, beleaguered sigh from the mouse. We're supposed to be keeping it quiet.
I don't know. When I get invited into a nice little smoking room type area by somebody named Madame, I'm inclined to think that they might run things around here or something close to it,
Yeah, brothel maybe. That's what Madam usually runs. No offense.
He
None
said
taken.
just kind of pinches the bridge for no.
This is
I try not to get in the Trade Lords' affairs. They don't like it when I mess around.
this, but yes, we have been pursuing the group of Ferals, and it is our priority to see that they don't cause any harm to brethren or beast.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you stopped by here. I have
I
a
told
little
you.
bit of a network. I know things. I know people. And I know the Trade Lord's going to be here before too long.
The Trade Lords.
Well, a Trade Lord. Trade Lord Treyarch. But you would probably know him as the Grand Feral.
Squint.
Mm-hmm.
An elk?
The Trade Lord?
She nods.
Ah, son of a...
I think I'm going to end our episode right here.
It's a good, it's
Can
a
I,
good
like-
place to do
Can I
it.
spin the roulette wheel one more time, though?
No,
Nope.
Nope.
we got Thanksgiving anyway.
We'll see if that luck holds out. Who knows?
Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
It could last another hour. It could last another 30 minutes. It could last another week.
It could already be gone.
It could be gone. You don't know.
It could be, or
You don't even know if that luck pertains to just, gambling.
exactly. Like this could be like for death saves.
Who
It's-
knows?
You could just get a bonus D20 until it just stops working. It goes under 10 or something.
God, it would be so cool to have a bonus D20 until I get downed, and then I just don't go down because of it. Anyway, good session. Bye, guys.
Yeah, I'm
Bye.
gonna skedaddle.
2 weeks.
Oh god.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks.
Bye!
Bye bye.
Good night.
Bye.